Somebody says, will someone be explaining how this works?
Yes, somebody will be explaining how this works.
Yes, somebody will be explaining how this works.
That's,
Okay, I've got to take this.
yes, you do.
Mute this.
All right.
Good morning, everybody. Can you hear us? I hope they can hear us. All right, they can hear us.
Okay, somebody can hear us. Amy can hear us, and that's all that's really important, right?
Yes. And Colleen and Chris. There's too many popping in here to say hi to you all individually, so I am so happy to see everybody. And we do have a few things we need to go over.
Well, let's wait just a minute. It's still early.
Well,
We've got a couple more minutes, don't we?
well, yeah.
It's not the hour.
Well, we can make a couple of.
Well, if anybody has any questions,
We can answer questions.
I have a question.
What's your question?
Oh, I'll ask you later.
Jeez.
So,
First item is we have a bit of a change in who's going to be moderating the auctions to announce who the winners are.
that's true.
That's going to be Heather Aston. She has been absolutely wonderful in her willingness to help us out with this.
And she's only freaking out a little today.
I'm sure. As a backup for that is going to be Colleen, still here. And Colleen is going to help with trying to catch your questions and things like this, help with following the chat, which is something that Steve and I can't always stay up with. So
Yep, I don't chat.
how this works is that you can see what is going to be one of the auction bags. Is that the first bag?
That's bag number one.
Oh, okay. Steve will bring out an auction bag and an orphan stone and introduce one or the other depending on the type of auction that we're having. At some point, he will start a timer, and it'll be down in the left corner, bottom left corner is where the timer shows up. Yeah, it'll look just like this, and it'll start counting down. As soon as you see the timer, you can start entering your bid amounts. The bids start at $10. They go up in increments of $1. And you just type it into the chat, hit return. And when the timer hits 0, Heather, who's paying attention, hopefully, will see who the high bidder was, and we will announce who won that particular auction.
Yeah, the bids go up, they have to go up in dollar increments, but I mean, you don't have to go 10, 11, 12. You can go 10, 15, 30, 1,500, 1,000 is fine. We only had one of those, and I think it was a mistake last time, right?
Steve's a bit of a dreamer here.
Yeah.
So. Anyway,
Wishful thinking.
As we get into different types of auctions that we do, Steve is really good at announcing those so that you'll know what's going on. Like we have second chance auctions. You won't know what they are until after we have closed out the auction on the first stone. Then we will announce that this is a second chance auction. And what makes it different is that the dress-up bag that you will have seen on the first stone is identical for the second stone. And the second stone is very close to what the first stone was. You could almost call them twins. The big difference is that if you have already won an auction today, you cannot bid on a second chance auction. It's for those people who are having a hard time getting their bids in, and we want to get as many orphans into as many different homes as we can. And this was one way we had of doing that, or these second chance.
Yeah, the bidding will only run for a minute on the second chances.
For 1 minute,
because you've already seen it, and you
and
just get to see the
anybody
stone.
who has not won an auction today
Up to
can
that
go ahead
point.
and bid. Up to that point, can go ahead and bid on a
And
second chance.
they're spread throughout the auction.
What else? Oh,
We've
there
got
is
the
a bit of a lag issue, which is one of the reasons why we have people like Heather and Colleen helping to monitor the timers and that, is because Steve's computer and what I hear coming from him is several seconds ahead of what you're going to hear or see on your computer. And so it was easier to use an outside computer.
It's a YouTube issue too. It's a combination of things.
And one thing that we've noticed is that if you tend to move your timer bar on your computer, make sure you're all the way to the right side so that you're on the live content. I didn't realize that if I moved back to check on something and then didn't move it all the way over again, I was going to be several seconds behind what was going on, and that creates bad lag. The other lag issue that we have noticed is that if everybody makes a bid at the same time and then hits, return for it to list into the chat, the order that comes up on the chat could be a little bit different from the order that you're seeing on your phone or your own home computer, because you're closer, it's recording your bid from your local device just a hair ahead of what's coming over the internet. And for this reason, we have to go with what Heather's computer is going to show. If you ever go back into the feed afterwards, after YouTube posts the feed like tomorrow or the next day or something, you'll notice that the order in those situations can change slightly. And when you thought you might have been the top bid because you showed up first on your phone, you'll find out in the replay that maybe you were second from the top or third or something.
It's not horribly complicated. It's just there's lag both directions, and so there will be a master. But if there are any questions and you have any concerns, just email Debbie afterwards, and we will make it good one way or another.
Email me, and there has been just one time I can think of where, we do make mistakes, where there was an auction that was miscalled. I contacted that person and we worked out a custom auction.
Oh, don't tell them that or everybody will be complaining.
Well, we go by what the replay shows when YouTube puts the replay up. And I've only had a missed call one time. So we will make good on it if that happens. So we want everybody to just stay happy and calm and
except me. No one cares if I'm calm or happy. Another thing that we've got sets like we did last time, where I think we have 3 or so sets where it's a color set where we will bring out and show you the bag first and display the bag, and then we have 4 or 5 stones that go to that bag, and the bidding on that will be 1 stone at a time, and the bidding on that will be running for 1.5 minutes, and then we'll pull up the second stone, in the same set of beads. They're sharing a dress-up bag.
Well, the dress-up bags are identical.
Yeah.
It means I have created, these sets are usually done in sets of 5. So I have duplicated the dress-up bag 5 times. There are 5 orphan stones that work with that bag, but we only show you the bag once, and then we bring out each of the orphan stones one at a time and bid on them.
Okay, if there's anyone who is here who is new, who wants to bid, in order to bid and be involved in chat, you have to be a subscriber to our YouTube channel. And so if you aren't already a subscriber, you might want to go down there below the stream where it says subscribe and click on that. If you're already a subscriber, you're fine.
The other thing is, if you are new, there's a chance if you win an auction, we don't have your address, your email or physical address. We kind of need that if we're going to ship your orphan out to you. So if you have never received an orphan before from one of our boxes or from one of our auctions, there's a pretty good chance I don't have your shipping address. So you will need to email that information to us.
Yeah, and we can't always tell from your handle that you're using who you are. If you've got a name like Beating Forever or you know, I break for my Yuki beads or something like that, we may not be able to associate that with who you are in your email, even if we know you. So just keep in mind, if you're doing something new or if you're new, we need to know what your email is.
At the end of the auction, I will calculate up what you have won, and we will be sending you out a PayPal invoice. If you do not see this invoice by about 3 o'clock Mountain Time today, drop us an email, because it might mean that we have the wrong email address on you. So kind of watch for that invoice to come, and then check it to make sure it's correct. And like I said, if you don't see an invoice, be sure you email us.
Okay.
All right, so other quick announcements, and then we'll get started, is rumors starting to come out about some changes to the Gemstone Orphanage, in particular to our subscription program. There are some very major, big changes coming that will be put into effect by the first of the year. We are going to release some sort of a video with some emails, this sort of thing, to give you more information and more details. We've been trying really hard to find ways to bring up more people that are on our waiting list and asking for boxes, a chance and a way for them to be able to get a box, and that's what's kind of driving the changes for this subscription program. We'll also be increasing the number of auctions that we do after the first of the year. And if the auctions get really crowded and busy, we're talking about experimenting with auctions that would be at a different time of the week or month or day or whatever. And what you would do is register for those auctions.
We still have the open auction like we've got now.
Yeah, we'll always do these, but we thought we might be able to gravitate to other types of auctions where we can have a little bit more control over how chaotic they get, if that becomes a problem. So lots of changes there, and then
doesn't look like it's gonna be a problem
do you
today.
want to tell them about the brand new one that goes live Monday?
Oh gosh, do you want to hear about something new? Anybody interested, or we can do it later? I mean, if everybody's just sitting there wanting to start bidding, we can do that, or we can tell you about a new program that starts Monday. What's everybody saying? Anything?
New.
New. Well, that's Becky. Hey, okay, we're introducing something new. We've hinted at it in the past, and it's called our Naked Baby program. And our Gemstone Orphanage website, we've never really used it. It was intended to be for finished jewelry, but we thought that we would open up that website, and the first product that we would have on there would be for all of you crafters out there. People who, you know, just want a Gemstone Orphan with maybe an accessory bag, kind of like what we do here at the auction. And so we are going to be having Gemstone Orphans that are for sale on the Gemstone Orphanage website. And this will be ready, just so none of you will jump over there right now. There's nothing there, and there won't be anything there till Monday.
Yeah, but we'll make it live Monday morning.
But what we will have is we will have Gemstone Orphans that are for sale on there on the website. You can pick them. Here's a sample of one right here. Okay, just a little red and blue agate moon. And this will be, in fact, this is one of the ones that will be showing up on the website on Monday.
And they'll have an optional dress-up bag that you can purchase that's been curated to that stone.
Yes, there's this.
And there'll be a fixed price. You won't have to bid.
This is one that, here's a sample. Everything's in here except for there's going to be a cord or chain that comes with it as well. But these will be on there at a fixed price. We'll have a wide price range, you know, so that you can do simple, inexpensive things, or you can just go crazy. But anyway, these will be available there. They will come with adoption papers and everything else. And we also are going to have with that, for all of you here today, we have, where is it? There it is, the coupon code.
Oh, and you're the only ones that'll know about it, or those of you who are here at the auction today, or anybody who watches it after.
Yep. So if you put the code in there, Orphan 20, your stone won't get to you for 20 days.
No, you get a 20% discount off of the prices that are posted. Off both the stone and the bag if you decide to take the bag.
And there's anything else on that?
Nope.
We are going to be sending out a couple of bags to some of our influencers that do videos and that. They'll be going out here shortly.
Links to this will be through emails. There'll be a link under the...
We'll put it down in the description
down in the
after the thing
description
here
under
today.
the video here. Just keep in mind that the link's not going to do much for you until Monday morning.
Yeah, well, it won't do anything for you. Well, you can enter it. It won't do anything, and it will only apply to the naked babies.
Right.
And then also, Debbie and I have had some discussion on the name Naked Babies, and if you have any questionable things about that, like it's a name you don't like, if you'd like something else, please tell us. I think it's cute, but we don't want to have YouTube cancel us for child porn or anything like that. But basically, we call them Naked Babies because they are not finished.
They're not
They're
dressed
not
up
finished.
yet.
They're not dressed up yet. It's these are paper dolls for beaters. You know, you get the paper doll, and then you get all the dresses. You can put things on there. I shouldn't even know that. I'm a guy, but anyway, these are the Naked Babies. If you have any questions, you can email us, put it down in the comments below, or whatever. So anyway.
Okay, questions. We'll take just a minute here if somebody has a big question, and then we'll get started. I'm not seeing any questions.
I should play music or something. Anyway, this is the first auction, and
show the certificates first.
And there will be certificates for each one.
For somebody who is brand new and never received an auction, every time you adopt an orphan, you get a certificate of adoption. It will have the orphan's name on there, a description of the stone, front and back pictures of the stone, and then a little bit about how this stone can become a stonemaid companion for you.
Okay, anyway, the very first stone is, and we'll start the timer here in just a second as soon as I find my stone. This is the only one I left in the bag, so this one's just going to take a second to set up. But the very first stone, buried somewhere down. Okay, this is a mosaic turquoise shield, and we're going to start the timer, and the bidding will start now. All right, mosaic turquoise shield. It is 42 by 38 by 5.5 millimeters. The name on this stone is Alana, which is an Irish name meaning beautiful, cheerful child. It has old German origins as well and means precious, which I think is appropriate. Now, mosaic turquoise is a conglomerate. They take various stones and they put them together into a resin base. And so it's fairly lightweight, but it's still, these are real gemstones, semi-precious stones. And mosaic turquoise goes by many names and is a type of man-made stone. And let's see what we've got here. Mesoamerica, now Mexico, turquoise was combined with shell and other minerals. So this is not a modern thing. It has been around for a while.
Even 400 years ago, they used resins from the plants and that as the base for putting these small pieces of stone together, and then they would cut and shape them.
Yeah, and Debbie's been telling me to go faster, and now she's taking up all the time. All right, in the accessory bag, we have 8mm Machon Jade rounds. Machon Jade is a dyed limestone or marble.
It's a marble.
Anyway, it's very, very permanent. Anyway, we have 8mm, 6mm, and 4mm strands in this. We also have, somewhere down here in my little bag, let's pull out the crystals. Everybody likes the little crystal rounds, the abacus rounds, or the discs, excuse me. These are an A grade. They are a light gold. And
these are the ones that sparkle.
They do sparkle. And then we have some, there's 8x6s, abacus beads in a blue. We have the 4x6s in a copper on clear. And then we have some little tiny 4x3s They're a pearl luster turquoise. Okay, there's the chips. Looking all over for the chips. We have some apatite chips. Now you may remember apatite is kind of an expensive stone.
This is a high grade of apatite because it's very see-through.
I like apatite because it sparkles.
I love the color.
Well, I like the sparkles and the color. All right, then we have, okay, then we have some cordage and we have the findings bag, and I'm not going to open this, but there is a pinch bell, there are things to make the cord hole into a necklace, and then there's a couple of clasps in there. We have a little bag of extra crystals, which I'm going to throw into the middle here. How's our time? We've run out of time, Debbie.
I know.
Okay,
That's because it takes you
we'll
long
keep
to
going.
figure out what you got.
Anyway, we'll keep going here. Anyway, we've got various crystals in this little bag. Gosh, I don't have a list of what's in here. It's just various crystals, as you can see.
All of the crystal bags will have 3 different crystal selections. You get a 2-hold crystal slider, which are those marquee shaped ones. You'll get a couple of large teardrop A-grade crystals. You'll get a selection of anywhere from 6 to 10 of a smaller crystal, all curated to match your stone.
And this is the first one, so we'll take a little bit of extra time, and you can keep bidding while I talk here for a second, and it will get better.
The timer's up.
I know the timer's up, but you can keep going. Within the bag, the shape bag, we've got 6 Mashon jade rounds that are 10 millimeters, and then we have some diagonally drilled squares that are 18 millimeters. These are also a Mashon jade, but they've got this wonderful zebra pattern on them. We have 6 impression jasper ovals. These little flat ovals, I like these because they're 2-sided. Then we have 2 aquamarine flowers, which I saw those digging around in there. And then we have 6 goldstone fauceted squares, these little fauceted squares. And then 10 carnelian fauceted coins, which are a lot smaller. You can see that down there. There's 10 of those, 6 millimeter, and then there's 25 turquoise and bronzite hishis, which you can see buried all over throughout my hand. All in all, this is kind of an exciting little shape bag. So let's call it. How do we do, Heather?
Let's see, Maritza was the winner at 48.
All right, Maritza, congratulations. Let me quickly get this out of the way and we'll start on the next one. Maybe.
Why don't you wait to start the timer until you open the dress-up bag?
Sure.
Go ahead and introduce the orphan, but then start your timer when you start the dress-up bag.
That's fine.
That'll give you a little more time.
Make it a little slower. All right. Next, we have. Sorry, we got so much stuff here, it's kind of crowded. I have a bag with no stone in it. There it is. Okay, this is a very, very special stone. This is ocean jasper, but we had never seen blue ocean jasper before. This is a teardrop 45 by 23 by 6 millimeters. The name is Kamaya, which is a Hawaiian name, and it means precious one. Okay, ocean jasper, again, we've only got a couple of these because, like I said, we hadn't seen them. The vendor who says, hey, you know, we've got some new orphans for you, are you interested? You know, made them available, and then all of a sudden they just disappeared. I'm assuming it's a new section of the mine or something, but just this beautiful blue on there. When you think ocean, you think blue, and this is actually comes to life here. Ocean jasper, first discovered in 1922. They were looking for something else at the time, and this is what they found. It's close to the ocean. They only mine it during low tide by hand. And at one time they thought it had been mined out, but they've got some new ones. Can I start it now, Debbie?
Yeah.
All right, let's start the bidding. Okay, where did my... There we go. At least the internet's working, right?
Right.
All right, let's just dump everything out over here and I'll bring things out one at a time. Okay, first off, in the bag we have 8mm sodalite rounds. And then we've got some moonstone rounds, 6mm. And then we've got lapis lazuli, 4mm rounds. You know, what a wonderful collection to go with that stone. We've got our little discs in kind of an HP blue with an arboreal finish. Oh, we got chips again. We got sodalite chips, you know, a full strand of those. We've got some blue crystal abacus that are 8x6. We've got some that have a blue on silver in 6x4. And then we've got the 3x4 that's blue on blue, kind of two different shades of blue. Okay, we've got the findings bag with cordage again. This is just a black leather cord. And then we have the crystal bag, which Debbie explained a little earlier. We've got sliders and a few extra just kind of dangle type crystals that are available in that. And then here's the shape bag, where we want to spend a little bit of time. Oh my heavens, we have a focal. This is an impression jasper rectangle that's 30 by 22mm. That's a stone all by itself. Mahshon jade
top
ovals.
to bottom though, so
yeah.
Instead of front to back.
We got Mahshon jade ovals in this kind of a light blue, or yeah, 5 of those.
It's
and then
Mahshon jade made to look like blue lace agate.
Yep, and then we have lapis lazuli coins, which are, how many of these do we have? 5 of them. They're 12mm, and this is a really nice rich lapis lazuli. We also have some lapis rice, 16 by 8mm. There are 5 of those. Malaysian jade briolette drops. Where are my drops? There we go. There's one of those. And we have 5 of those. They're 15 by 12mm. And then finally we have some blue sponge quartz cubes in 8mm. You can see those right there. They do better, Debbie. We finished up a little bit early.
But
anyway.
Kind of separate them out and lay them down next to the stone so people can see how well they go with those stones.
Well, they just assume, Debbie, because you did it, they're going to go. All right, 6, 5,
this
4.
one's a lot better.
Okay, a little more time, a little less frantic.
Yeah.
But that one, the stone, is special. Yeah, I know. Anyway, bidding is through.
All right, so
And I will put things away as rapidly as I can.
I'm just waiting for Heather.
Well, while we're waiting for Heather, I'm going to bring out the next stone.
Angel is the winner at 95.
All right. Congratulations. And here is our next stone. This is a dragon blood jasper triangle. Name is Gemma, Gemma. This has got a lot of red in it, which is, you know, the prime dragon blood. We always look for as much red as possible, and this one has a lot, but the green is really rich too. So anyway, there is Gemma. It's a rare crystal found only in Western Australia. I think everyone pretty much understands about it. Its connection to blood and battles. Ancient folklore said that dragon blood jasper was a talisman that protected fighters on the field, but then just about every stone did, I think, in different legends. And let's go ahead and we'll start the bag. If I can get it all dumped out here. There we go. And we will start the timer. Right, what have we got? Oh, you've got all my favorite stones. This is serpentine. Is it a Russian serpentine or just serpentine, Debbie? 8mm beads.
Names. It also goes by snake skin.
Yeah, I love it because of the little pattern that's on every one of them. This has always been one of my favorite stones. And then we have some dragon blood rounds in 6mm. Generally speaking, we will have 8 10s, or 8, 6, and 4, sometimes 10s. And then we have dragon blood 4mm rounds as well. And for a 6mm bead, this has a lot of detail in it, and same with the 4. We've got our little crystal discs, which are in an olivine, which I believe means green, doesn't it, Debbie?
Yes.
And we have abacus, 6x8, rose gold on green, tons of sparkle there. And then we have what looks like a bronze on red. That's the 4x6. And then we have a little tiny green one here that is just, is this olivine again? Oh, gold on green. There is gold in there as well.
Half-plated gold on a green crystal.
We have the chips, which is brecciated jasper, which I think goes really well with the stone.
Well, it's about the same color as the red in the stone.
The findings bag has a green leather cord and all of the findings that go along with that, and another crystal set with the sliders. The sliders are a lot of fun. Debbie dug.
Sliders are 2-holed crystal sliders. Then you can see the 2 large teardrops. Those are from the same vendor that does our discs. They're A grade, and then the same with the smaller drops. Every auction will have the same type of setup.
And in the bag we have one dragon vein agate teardrop that's 40mm by 12. This is your focal bead. I'm going to set it right down there. And then we have 5 new jade ovals that you can see here. These are 18 by 13, and then there's 4 dragon blood jasper stars. I love the little stars. And there are 4 of those. There are 7 green adventurine tubes. You can see that right below the star. And they are 13 by 4. There are some poppy jasper coins, which you can see. They're just little bitty coins. I think they're like 8mm. Love working with coins in bracelets. And then 8 light jasper agate bones. Where's my bones? There's one. Whoops, I'm off the camera. There's a couple of bones right there. And then finally there are 6 poppy jasper tubes, which are the dark red. And we'll set those right there on the side so you can see how they go with everything else. The timer is up. Bidding is over.
Dragon blood jasper is often called a bloodstone, but there's a different type of bloodstone that's more authentic of being a bloodstone. You also have your African bloodstone. There are actually 3 kinds of bloodstone jaspers.
Okay, do we have a winner on that?
Jenny at 57.
All right. Well, everyone, there's only been 3 people win something so far, but we're going to go ahead and do our first second chance. And the second chance stone is right here, and we're going to start the bidding for 1 minute on this second chance. So anyway, this is, what's the name on this stone? This is Mina, a German name that means love. Which I don't usually associate with Dragonstone, but hey, why not?
Oh, I love my dragons.
I do too. These are some of my favorite stones. We've got this one still marked on the back. But anyway, roughly the same size as the previous one, 47 by 38 by 7. And it's kind of fun because Dragon Blood Jasper asks us to focus on what's truly important in our happiness and growth. It helps us to put our knowledge into action. Live our faith in our everyday lives. And by faith, you mean just what you believe and what you hope. Anyway, this is just a wonderful stone here. And good example of Dragon Blood Jasper. We've got a lot of fun stones today that are somewhat unique, but in this case, we had a pair of them. So
we need to pause for just a sec. Let them finish the bidding, I
yeah,
guess.
bidding is up.
Okay, while Heather is giving us the winner of this, I forgot to mention that the dress-up bags are extra. They're on top of what you bid for the orphan. And all of today's bags are just $12. It is optional. You do not have to take the dress-up bag if you don't want it.
Tell us if you don't.
But it is curated to a specific stone. They're only $12. We will be doing a discount at the end of the auction.
Maybe.
Well, Steve says maybe, but I can tell you right now we will be.
Okay.
Amy won that at $43.
Congratulations, Amy. Okay, and we have our next stone. Let me clear things away a little bit. And this is a crazy lace agate heart. Anira is the name, an Indian name meaning precious and joyful, which purple has always been kind of a joyful color for me. I like just saying purple, passionate purple. Anyway, it's 44 by 44 by 7, crazy lace, I think everybody's familiar with. Comes from all over the world, but mostly from the Chihuahua region in Mexico. This one obviously has been, colored through various means, including dyes and heat treatment. But anyway, there is Anira, and we are going to start the timer and show you what's in the accessory bag. This I love. 8mm Mashon jade, but you've got to look at the colors on this Mashon jade. This is fantastic. And the treatment on Mashon is great because it takes whatever coloring and it goes straight to the core of the stone. And then we have 6 Malaysian jade. This is a translucent stone that is also colored in various colors. And so it is translucent, almost looks like real jade. And then we have 4mm amethyst. And this is a fairly high grade of amethyst. Well, A grade, Debbie says there's 35 of those stones in the set. And then the chips in this particular case are ametrine, meaning it's a mix of amethyst and citrine. Both are chemically the same. And it's a beautiful strand of ametrine that's there. And then we've got our crystal discs, which are in a light purple with an AB finish. Again, I love seeing how Debbie's put these together.
Those aren't the discs.
Those are the abacus. I'm sorry. Those are. Where are my discs? There's the discs. Okay, here's the discs.
As nice as the crystal abacus are, they're
the
not
discs are
quite
nicer.
as sparkly or
flashy.
Flashy as the discs are.
Okay, I got it back together. I'm trying to do 3 things at once. Okay, then we've got crystal abacus in a metallic purple. This is a solid color. And then we have 3x4s that are also in that same metallic color. The crystal bag has some fun crystals in it. Big, small. I'm going to take, well.
You've got enough time. You can take them out.
I've got to at least pull them out so you can see them once.
And then go on to the shapes.
Yep, there they are. We have the findings bag, which has a black leather cord and various clasps and the different findings you need to work with the cord. And then the shape bag. I see a purple lace jasper, which is different from purple lace agate. This is your focal. This is a 20mm stone. I'm going to set it right there. Then we have 5 crazy lace agate ovals that are a matching purple, somewhat matching. And then 6 Cape amethyst ovals, which are these light colored amethysts.
Your light purple.
Yeah, your lavender almost. It is also an A grade. And then you have 8 crazy lace agate rondelles, which you can see. There's one there, a couple over there. And then 5 kunzite fauceted briolette drops. Where's my fauceted drops, Debbie? They're here. There it is. There's one. There's a couple of them right there. There are 5 of those.
Might be a stone you're not too used to. It is so expensive you rarely see it.
Okay. Then we have the cuboids, impression jasper cuboids, which are cube shaped. They're 6x3mm, and there are 20 of those. I'm going to set those here. The auction has ended.
Cynthia won that at 58.
Okay. Congratulations, Cynthia.
Yeah, those. I only have 1 strand of those kunzite fauceted drops, so they're hard to part with.
Kunzite's kind of one that we have a hard time putting into the boxes just because it pushes the value so high we can't do as many boxes. All right, where are we at? Make sure I've got the right one. Oh, donuts. This is a dendritic agate donut. It's got so much dendrites, it's almost like a moss. But anyway, this is Lulu, an African name meaning flower or blossom. 40 millimeters across, 7 millimeters thick. Dendritic agate we've been doing a lot of lately. It's inclusions of iron oxides, manganese, which gives it the color. What were you going to say, Debbie?
I was going to say the depth. When you look down through this stone, you can just see stuff through the whole stone. And there's a lot of translucency, so it is just, I can just look at this stone forever.
Yep, and sometimes we do. Okay, so anyway, within the bag, here we have got, what is this, druzy agate rounds. These are fun because the little drusies kind of pop up everywhere and they have this gold and silver sparkle. It's not on every bead, but it's inside every bead, I believe. Anyway, these are 8 millimeters, and then we have 6 millimeter smoky quartz, which looks like it's a faceted round. Love that. It's an A grade. And then we have some 4 millimeter magnesite right there. We've got chips. The chips.
How about the timer, Steve?
Yeah, everybody's waiting to bid. I'm sorry. There we go. I click on it and sometimes it doesn't take. And I'm busy running around, literally. Anyway, the chips, I can take a deep breath. Tiger eye chips. The one thing I like about tiger eye chips is their chatoyancy in most of the directions on the chips, just because that's the nature of a flat surface and tiger eye. We have our little crystal discs. These are in a Navajo cream, but nice finish on that. And then we have abacus beads, this 8x6. This is a copper.
Half-plated copper on a very light gray, almost clear crystal.
It's listed as beige, but beige just sounds so unexciting.
There is a slight color to the underlying crystal.
We have 6x4s right here. These are just a crystal. They're calling it beige again. Anyway, to me, it's kind of a pale gold. And then we have the 4x3s, which are copper on black, which gives you some nice contrast with all of the other stones that are here. We have the crystal bag, which I'm just going to set here. Well, let's dump it out since we've got all this extra time since I forgot to start the timer. You see those. Findings bag, it's a deep, deep brown cord with a couple of toggle clasps and the different findings you need to turn the cord into a necklace. And
There's
then finally
1 yard of leather cord, 2 clasps, a pinch bell, jump rings, cord ends.
Yep. 3 French hen, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. We have 1 magnesite focal. That's a rectangle 30 by 19, very obviously magnesite. We'll set that there. We have 4 smoky agate tubes, which are just spectacular. Got those right there. There are 2 chiastolite rectangles.
Yeah.
Those are cool.
Most of your chiastolite stones have a cross that goes through them. You can see kind of a little X.
We've got 5 magnesite ovals that are 18 by 13, 2 magnesite turtles.
2-sided.
Yes.
So they're not flat on one side. You get the
You
turtle on
can
both
see them from the
sides.
top and from the bottom, which doesn't happen very often in real life. There are 6 smoky quartz twisted rice, which you can see down here, and there are 20 magnesite hishis, these cute little hishi beads. Set this all here. And when I forget to put on the timer, I have extra time.
Just a few seconds.
Just a few seconds is right. Anyway, there it all is. The time is up. And while we wait for Heather, patiently wait for Heather.
Kim at 35.
Okay. Wow, Heather, you're doing this faster than I can clean up. And we will put all these back together, I assure you, before we ship them out, hopefully. All right. I'm going to throw these under the table so I don't dump them all together. And we will bring out the next one. Okay, this is a set. Okay.
Right, so we're going to do the bag first.
So I'm going to throw the bag out first. Let me grab another mat.
What a set means is that
they share the same. Well,
the
they all
bag is identical for all the stones in the set, so we only need to show the bag once.
And then we will just have 1.5 minutes on the
Orphans.
On the orphans. And what have we got here? 8mm green adventurine rounds. Love these green rounds. And then we have 6mm fancy jasper rounds. What else? What else does it go by? Indian jasper also?
Indian agate.
Indian agate, which is.
Or fancy jasper, they're the same stone.
And yet one's called a jasper and one's called an agate. I've never been able to figure that out.
Right, they're both in the chalcedony.
4mm new jade rounds, which kind of a yellow green. The chips in this particular case is a chrysoprase.
This is Australian chrysoprase, which in Australia is known as a jade, a true jade, a jadeite type jade. So I only have chips.
Yeah, take it for what you want. And then we've got our crystal discs, which are called an evergreen. And they also have kind of it's flashing kind of gold. We have the abacus in 6x8, which is a rose gold on green. It is sparkle day today, isn't it? Then we have the 6x4s, which is a green on clear, but it also, I believe, has an AB finish. And then the 4x3s is a emerald. So you've got a dark green. So you've got a lot of shades of green here. The findings kit is a green leather cord. I think is it all leather cords today, Debbie?
Yeah. Every findings bag is, the only difference would be in the metal color. Some are gold, some are antique silver, some are antique copper. But you will get 1 yard of a 2mm leather cord with cord ends, jump rings, clasps.
Okay, here's the crystal bag with various drops, briolets, and sliders, and several other things. And then we'll show you the shape bag. See if I can fit this in here too. What have we got? Ooh, we've got another donut. And this is, that's a moss agate donut. Okay, what is it, 25mm? It's about 1 inch. I need a backlight so I can really show these better. And then within here we have 4 praise jasper rectangles, which are really pretty. 8 Malaysian jade ovals, that dark green. We have 8 Malaysian, I just said that. Okay. 5 green crackle agate tubes, a little lighter green. And then 8 green adventurine rondelles. And what else have we got? Light green agate bones. There's the bones down there. For some reason, I've got like a couple of hishis in the bottom of the bag, Debbie.
Snuck their way into that bag, huh?
Like that. And the first stone on this will start and will run for 1.5 minutes. And the first stone is what we call a ghost agate, which is a type of moss agate. And we'll start the timer.
The reason it's called ghost agate is because the clear areas are very clear. There aren't inclusions. And then you've got the moss agate green running through it. I only have a handful of these stones. I haven't seen them come up for sale in probably 10 years.
Yeah, it's a pretty, pretty stone. You can see right through a lot of it. Anyway, the name on this is Sima, an Arabic name meaning precious treasure. It's 45mm across, 7mm thick. I just noticed it works as a magnifier almost. But moss agate's been around since ancient times. It was considered a healing stone. I believe it was also used for to prevent crop failure as well. In fact, we're having a hard time seeing the stone because you can see right through it. It's everything that's back behind it. This one is, the cut is not quite perfectly round, but it's just such a spectacular stone. It looks wispy. It's a will-o-wisp type of an effect on this. Anyway, we only have like this one here that's like this. And so we're making it available to you here today. What else can we say? In China, moss agate was the stone of gardeners. It brought good luck to those who cultivated plants and gardens. And what else we got? It's a stone for tranquility. It inspires growth and new beginnings. And this one just has such a beautiful, living green color to the moss that's in here. Time is up. The bidding is over for that stone.
Jenny at 57.
Okay, and the next one, this is Esmeralda. And we will start the 1.5 minute timer again. Okay, I was a little shocked when Debbie put this up for sale because this one was sitting in the untouchable drawer.
Yeah, this is from my collection.
This was Debbie's collection. Of course, I think she took a couple of things from my collection as well. This one's kind of fun because it has almost a moss agate around here. They got the druzy in the middle and then druzy over here on the side. It's 50 by 35. Esmeralda means bright green precious stone. Anyway, druzy agates, we've told it a million times. It's a long, slow, patient process. Takes millions of years, but it's formed with timer. I thought I hit the timer. Okay. One more time. Okay.
Can you set it for 90 instead of, or
Yeah,
60
we'll
instead of 90?
we'll just run it for a minute.
No, if you're going to put it up at that, you're going to have to run it till it hits 0. Okay, now start it. They've been bidding.
Oh, well, fine. We'll just finish out the bid.
Run out to the end of the timer.
Yeah, and when I run out of things on the stone, I can talk about my children and grandchildren, I guess.
This is a very unique druzy.
It's large. This is 50 millimeters long, which is about as long as we do.
The color and the formations in it are amazing.
Yeah.
Most of our orphans are very unique, one of a kind. This is a really great example of how a stone can be one of a kind.
Yeah, to get these type of patterns where the stripes move around this much, there's got to be a lot of seismic activity while the forming is going on. And the druzy sometimes comes out to the edges, and so you get little geode-like inclusions on the stone, but this is just a spectacular stone. Green stones are kind of sometimes hard to find, but anyway, bidding is through.
Is it copper that makes them green, or?
Yeah, one of the things.
It's the different minerals that can give them their colors. So.
Anyway, that stone, we're waiting to see.
Gina at 58.
Congratulations, Gina.
Gina.
Okay.
One of my favorites. I hope you'll show us what you dress her up as.
Okay, here's the next one in this set. This is Elena, Arabic name meaning little female bear. Okay, it's a banded agate druzy heart. A little bit of druzy, not quite as extensive as the other one. 37 millimeters by 39. I like when I get hearts that are a little bit smaller just because it's easier for me to work with. But again, just kind of a fun stone. You've got a couple of different patterns. You got the druzy down here and the stripes up above. And what do we got here? Oh, crap. There, that was me swearing. So we'll do a minute on this one.
Okay.
Okay, Elena, I will have to talk about the kids. It is believed in some cultures that this stone helps you stay patient and persistent. Wow, this is like getting that perfect fortune cookie, isn't it? Yeah. It's a gem for facing challenges, like remembering to set the timer. It reminds us to stay calm and focused, which reminds me, how you doing, Heather? You staying calm and focused? And we've got just a few more seconds. We still got bids coming in, Debbie?
Yeah, and we still have 25 seconds on the timer.
I know.
Set it down. We'll be okay. We'll just let the timer go out.
Well, it's just that it's almost 11.
This is just a pretty little heart, and if you like stones that are just a tiny bit on the smaller side, this one, like Steve said, is 30-something, so it's just a little bit smaller. So
time's up. So we got someone who wants this. Well,
Lyora at 28.
that's a name I don't recognize.
Yeah.
Lyora, make sure we have your email. Lyora, meet Jadrian. And I will start the timer on this one. There we go. Okay, this is a green banded agate with a marquee cut. And some of the green kind of almost pushes to a blue up here at the top. This is a fascinating pattern. It just reminds me of a leaf captured in a beautiful agate. Jadrian means precious stone of jade. And you can see why, the name is appropriate. There's even some little bit of, there's a couple of druzy rivers down through here between the stripes. This was in my drawer. Okay, Debbie took this out. I have a sister who just loves green anything. And I think I'd save this for a future birthday or Christmas. Well, Aaron, sorry. It's going to somebody here. The ancient Babylonians believed that these green banded agates had the power to ward off storms and lightning. I just think it almost looks like tree-like, leaf-like, this particular stone, which is why it was one of my favorites. And you can see through the stripes in a couple of places, which is something we look for. We call it a quilling effect, where some of the stripes look like quills, where you can see down deep into the stone. So I'm just going to set that down here, let everybody look while they bid. I've been trying to imagine jewelry with these and thinking that I could put that donut up above a couple of these stones on a necklace and suspend the orphan down below. Of course, we've got all these things here too. Bidding is through.
Okay.
While we're waiting to hear,
Rosie at 65.
Wow. Okay, this is the final one in the green set. This is Lana, a Hawaiian name which means mountain mist. I will get the timer going. We're having timer issues today. There we go. Okay, this is a triangle, obviously. It's a dragon vein, also obviously, especially you can see how translucent that is. You can see right through it. And dragon veining, I'd always thought that it was formed in a different way than what I thought. I always thought they shocked it by heating it and then cooling it, but apparently it's just a heating process that forms this, which is probably why it doesn't shatter a good portion of the time. But then when they do the coloring on it, which is a chemical and dye type thing, it goes down into those veins. But I like this kind of cloud back behind that forms on this.
Graduated color effect moving across.
Then over here on the side, you've got a little bit of the striping. The back, it's almost like a tornado up through there. Anyways, it's done through thermal shock, and it creates the patterns, and then they put it into this chemical and the heat and the dyes, and that adds all the coloring. It's 44 by 36 millimeters, 6 millimeters thick, so it's a good size stone, but not too thick. I don't like stones that are really, really heavy and drag down. Not that I wear a lot of this type of jewelry, but we have some stones that we see people wear that if they fell off of a boat, I just know they would sink right to the bottom. This is not that case. And besides that, this is a stone for saving, helping you. It provides self-confidence. Yeah. All right, bidding is through. And that's the last one in the green set, so I'm going to put all these away.
Paulette at 39.
Congratulations, Paulette.
You're another one. I don't think we have an email or physical address, so be sure you, at the end of the auction, be sure you send Steve or me an email so that we can get your orphan to you. It's real simple. It's Steve at homestrungjewelry.com or Debbie at homestrungjewelry.com.
I was going to say, actually, it's Debbie, D-E-B-B-Y.
Yeah, the only thing is you do spell my name with a Y. So.
Otherwise, some other Debbie will get it, and she probably won't send you any stones or anything. So let's go back to some regular type stuff, which we're going to start with this beautiful picture jasper. I like all of the Australian stones. but this is a marquee, 49 millimeters by 30. Samina is the name. It's Arabic, and it means priceless or precious. It's a true jasper. Usually it is brown with earth tones. I just like the map or the pictures that it forms. Like here you can see the background with a hill, and there's like a little tree up on the hill, which is actually the hole. But over here you see like shrubbery and that. Picture jaspers are just some of my favorite of all the Australian stones, just because there's an image. And we will start the timer when I pull out the bag, Debbie, because that's what you asked.
That's about what I was going to say, but I caught myself.
Yeah, you tried to catch me. All right, stones in this. We've got 8 millimeter picture jasper rounds, and there's pictures on all of these. This is one of those things you hand to a kid and say, look at how many pictures you can see in this stone. Don't know if it'd keep them quiet at the theater, but who knows. And then we have 6 millimeter picture jasper, and then I think we also have 4 millimeter picture jasper rounds. They're really tight on their strings. And then we've got the discs, which are kind of a light gold, almost an amber. All that sparkle on the disc. And then we have abacus, which is 8 by 6, and it's copper on light gray, kind of a smoky gray. And then the 4 by 6s is a copper, nope, it's a pearl luster beige on that. It's the 3 by 4s that has the copper on black, I believe it is. And then we have the chips. They're the chips, tiger eyes again.
Probably.
They are, and you can just see the chatoyancy as I'm moving it around quickly. That's a dark brown on the cording. The crystals, now let's go ahead and dump them out.
Antique copper on the findings.
I've got time. Fun sliders, fun briolettes. Is that a, nope, that's just a fat briolette. And then in the shape bag, which is what everyone really wants to see. Oh, you put the bullet in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's quite the focal piece, isn't it?
This is a tiger eye. It's a bullet for a shooter in your life. Yes. I don't wear my ammunition, but some people do. Anyway, it's 44 millimeters by 10, and then there's 5 tiger eye ovals, which you can see up here at the top, and then there are 4 banded agate A grade. I'm assuming it's the tubes. It doesn't say on here, but anyway, those are beautiful. Those brown tubes, and then we've got 4 banded agate rices, which are buried in there with them. And then there are 10 wood jasper rondelles. You can see a whole pile of those in there. Down below, 15 mocha jasper ovals. Those are cute. I didn't know we even had those. Why have you been hiding those from me? We don't have a lot of mocha jasper, that's probably why. And then 20 mocha jasper hishis, which you can see buried down underneath. Set those here. Time is up. Bidding is through. Is over, I guess.
Well, I just thought this one, if you're into making jewelry for some of the men in your life, I thought there was some things in here that would work really well for that. Melanie won that at 37.
Oh, okay. Hi, Melanie. I don't think I said hi to you today. We should ask how things are, how's the cleanup down in Florida? Okay. Are we done yet, Debbie?
Nope.
Okay. Where did it go? Oh, this is the right one. I got the wrong description. This is a dendritic heart. Mm-hmm. This is an inverted heart. I'm sorry. The hole is up here at the top.
Because the hole's
Yeah.
point.
This is just really unusual to have an inverted heart. I don't know if it's a sign of stress or, you know, a broken heart, something going on, but it's a lot of fun. We've been playing with a couple of inverted hearts. This is Bianca, by the way, which is an Italian name meaning light, white, pure. It's symbolic of pure innocence and youth. And so we're going to put that down here. It's got these wonderful inclusions up at the bottom, kind of a sweeping inclusion. Again, I like dendritic because of the patterns that look like wildlife. This one's got cloud patterns up above that swirl around with a white on white, like striped agate. It's translucent, not transparent, but it's still a beautiful stone. And we will start the timer, maybe. There we go. And let's see what we've got in here. Those, oh, you took my onyx rounds.
Yeah.
These are etched rounds.
They have kind of a football pattern etched on them.
By football, she means a soccer ball pattern
ball.
etched on them. I bought these specifically for me to make bracelets for some men patterns that I had. So anyway, those are the 8 millimeters, and then we have 10 millimeter moonstones.
10 millimeters?
10 millimeters. We have 6 millimeter moonstones. Just slap me, Debbie, once or twice and bring me back around. Onyx rounds in 4 millimeters, 35 of those. I got to bring these up and show them to you again. I get it focus. You've got just kind of a matte finish in the back, and then these very, very bright lines. And we've got, are those onyx chips? They are. It's a 7 to 8 inch strand of onyx chips. I love onyx. And then let's look at there's our crystal discs. What color would you call those? They've got a silver, half-plated silver.
This is half-plated platinum,
It's platinum,
on a gray.
yeah.
On a kind of, a gray, I guess.
It is a gray, yeah. I couldn't place it. It wasn't quite smoky quartz. And then you've got this white on black, 8x6 abacus.
Yeah.
And then we've got some...
Those were just plain fun, and
They are.
matched that darn pendant.
We got 4x6s in the same. And the 3x4s are the black on white also. We've got a tuxedo theme going in here. I would expect the leather cord is black.
Antique silver on the findings.
And then the crystal bag is just beautiful white crystal. You've got briolets and you've got sliders. I'm going to leave that one in the bag because we're running low on time because I do want to get to the shape bag. It looks like we've got a zebra jasper. There it is. Oh, you dug into my rings. Okay, one zebra jasper focal, 20 millimeters. Beautiful black and white again. And then she's got 2 onyx rings. These were in my drawer, Debbie. Okay. Anyway, you can treat them like rings or you can use them as like donuts. 2 howlite teardrops right there and there that are 23 by 6 millimeter, or 14 by 10, excuse me. The rings were 23 millimeters. 2 opalite flowers right there. The time's up, but I'm going to go finish describing this. You've got some moonstone faceted bicones, which are right there on a little strand. And then you've got 8 snowflake obsidian coins that are 11 millimeters, 10 howlite. There's the hearts right there. I love the little hearts. They're fun to use on earrings and bracelets, especially for kids. And then 8 snowflake obsidian tubes, which you can see over here. And then 10 opalite rondelles, which are kind of buried everywhere in here. So there it all is. The bidding is probably over and finished, and you already have someone picked.
Lori won that at $60.
Okay. I want to see what you do with the heart.
You know, I just love seeing how you guys dress these up. You are so talented. When you can post pictures in the Facebook group, I can't tell how often that just makes my day to see the beautiful designs that all of you come up with. You are an amazing group of talented designers.
Okay. Oh. So, all right, let me find the stone on this one. Okay, for those of you who like Picasso jasper, here you go. All of the Picasso colors are here. This is emerald, an Irish name meaning precious gemstone. And it is a Red Creek or Picasso jasper, 47 by 30 millimeters, discovered in northwestern China back in 2008. It's fairly recent. It got the Red Creek name because of the stream it was found by.
Yeah.
There's the back. I just
It's
love
not
how
to be
fiery it is.
confused with what they call Picasso stone.
Well, that's
This is
entirely
this
different.
is Red Creek jasper. Yeah, it's entirely different.
Yeah, we have a mine near us, but there's the timer. So let me pull out and see what we've got in here. Goldstone, 8 millimeter rounds. It's a pretty goldstone, lots of sparkle and flash. And I've got the chips already, so we'll show you their Picasso chips, which a little more gray, but still matches the stone really nicely. And then we have some Picasso jasper rounds in 6 millimeter to go with that. And it looks like that's what we've got for the fours too, is Picasso in a 4 millimeter. I like that there's a variety of colors. Sometimes when you get the rounds, they're so monocolor. And let's find the discs that everybody wants to see. These are in a light gold with all that flash. I wish I could find everything that that particular manufacturer makes, and I'd get it all. We have 8 by 6 crystal abacus with a pearl luster gold. The 4 by 6s are a pearl luster, but it's a topaz. Same luster and finish, just a little deeper color. And then the 4 by 3s is even darker. It's a dark topaz. Move that up here. We've got the crystal bag, which has the drops, the briolettes on this have a wonderful rosy finish. I'm going to take the time and pull these out real quick, just because I think they're really neat. It's more of a topaz on the sliders, but these little briolettes just have that wonderful rose flash to them. And then the findings bag is probably a brown, Cordoba brown with the findings. And then we have...
What's the metal? Oh, antique copper again.
Yep. And then inside the bag, we've got a Picasso jasper focal, which I will bring out here. Focals are usually easy for me to find because they're big. So there's your Picasso jasper focal. It's kind of a lot of pink and black, drilled top to bottom. There are 5 goldstone fauceted ovals, as you can see right there. There are 2 goldstone hearts. These are not small. They're 15 millimeters. This is an A-grade goldstone on that too, and you can tell by how bright and sparkly they are. Then you've got 2 carnelian teardrops, which also looks pretty close to, well, maybe not an A grade, but they're really nice. And then 6 carnelian bones. See these here, they're a fun shape to put with rounds. And then 8 Picasso jasper rondelles, which obviously have a Picasso pattern in them, which is neat on just a 10 millimeter bead. There are 8 carnelian fauceted rondelles, which you can see these down here, which are 8 millimeters. And then there are 25 Mukaite jasper hishis, which you can see kind of scattered throughout everything. The bidding is done.
Ellen at 46.
Okay, Ellen, that's a fun one. And I am going to set this stone aside because we have a second chance.
So here's
This
another
is-
second chance. If you've won an auction today, you can't bid on this. If you have not won an auction, then go ahead and bid.
So anyway, this is Zai, Greek name meaning precious jewel or fragrant flower. And I'm going to set the timer for 1 minute. And we will start the bidding on this. Zae is just, or Zae, Z-A-E. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. I forgot to look at this. It's Zae?
It's Zae.
Okay, it's interesting that the miners were looking for turquoise when they found this Red Creek jasper. And boy, were they probably disappointed, but they definitely took advantage of it because it just has so many wonderful colors. It's definitely not turquoise, but it's just kind of spread throughout the world since 2008. Someone was trying to tell me that it wasn't a true gemstone, but it's listed in all the U.S. and international gemstone, organizations. And quite frankly, this is just, a beautiful stone all around. It's got the reds, the greens. Originally, the first beads that came out, the first stones that came out of the mine were almost a mustard yellow. Then as they dug down, they found all of these other wonderful colors and shades. Okay, we are done now. Debbie's typing. That always scares me.
I think Heather and I were typing the same thing at the same time. I talk about being in sync here.
Oh,
Misty, you won that one at 33.
I was going to say they're usually talking about me.
Some of you that have had some of these in the past realize that quite often these stones, the colors are much more vivid and nicer than what you're seeing through the cameras. That's the case with these Red Creek jaspers. They're really pretty.
Okay, we have a special thing going right now.
Oh yeah, we have brought back, it's not an auction. We brought back something we did at the first, I don't know, it was maybe the second or third auction.
That was the third auction.
We had what we called fixed rate stones and dress-up bags. What these are orphans that are not registered or certified. You won't get a certificate with them because they're not different and unique enough. But they're a really nice stone, and they do have a little dress-up bag. And we put them up, the stone and the bag, for what price did we decide, Steve?
I think we decided it was $10.
$10? Okay.
And
he'll show you what's in the bag. This one, these are porcelain, faceted. They're what size? 20?
These are 25.
Yeah.
They seem kind of a little bit smaller than that, but 25 is what's listed. You can see they're drilled top to bottom. The fun faucets, they're slightly translucent, as most porcelains are. This is a very smooth porcelain. We know a lot about porcelain because we used to work with it.
Yeah. We used to make porcelain beads. These are custom, handmade beads.
Debbie used to make me mix the porcelain out there until I got it all in my lungs and developed silicosis, which makes you die giggling, I think, or something. But anyway, let's show you what's in the bag. Bring one stone down here. How many do we have? 15 of these?
No, 25.
We have 20 of the white?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And you can buy more than one. But what it is if you want 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever, just put in the chat window that you want a certain number. But what we will do is we will make sure everyone gets one at least, and then we will begin to honor the 2s and 3s and the 4s and so on, and we'll let you know in the invoice. But let's show you what's in the bag. We call these party bags because party is P-A-R-T-I, because we use these quite often for our contests.
Yeah, our participation
for people who
prizes.
Participate.
And that's kind of what this is. It's kind of a participation prize.
Yeah, you get 54 of these faceted opalite rounds. These are garnets, which are 6 millimeters. The faucet rounds are about an 8. And then there are 6 each. Oh, this is the opalite, excuse me.
We're not bidding. These are just a flat rate.
These are a flat rate. You
$10.
just say
You'll get a stone and the dress-up bag for a flat rate of $10. You just let us know if you want one. And
yeah, this graduated strand, you can see how long it is. It has 4s, 6, 8s, and then 4s and 6s. And so it's about a 12-inch, 11-inch strand. And then we've got the garnets that are a 6 millimeter round. And then we have what's in the dark crystals. We have 6x4s, and we have the 4x3s, And then we also have these twisted rounds in 6 millimeters. And then there is a bag which has 6 each of opalite flat ovals, opalite rice, and then opalite rondelles that fill this bag here. And then there is a little bag of garnet chips. This is 10 grams of garnet chips. And these are fun because this is a raspberry garnet, which is one of the most desirable of all the garnets. And they're cute little chips. They're great for doing Tree of Lives, which is where we originally got them. We have a little bag with a flat leather and various findings. The leather is studded. Looks like it's about, what, 6-7 millimeters wide. And there is a yard of, or excuse me, yes, a yard of that. And there's the findings that you need to turn that into a bracelet, necklace, whatever. There's the little ribbon clamps. And then finally down
There's
here.
a total of 25, Rosie. And so it'll go to the first 25 people that ask for one. If we don't have all 25, if we don't have 25 people, we'll go back, and those that are asking for 2 will get a second one, so on.
Debbie didn't turn her phone off. And then here in this other bag, we have some fauceted coins. We have some cones. There are 2 each. The coins are 14 millimeters. The cones look to be about 12 to 14. They have kind of a fun finish on them. And then we have these AB dark red leaves. There's 15 of these pressed glass leaves. And they are 2-sided. And so you get all of this in this bag, which Debbie put in a green bag. It's red stuff. White, I guess it's Christmassy.
Yeah, this was my Christmas or
This is
holiday
the Christmas one.
set.
So anyway, we'll give you a couple more minutes to make a decision on it, and then we will go back to the bidding. Just until I get it all put away, I guess. All right. Well, we promised surprises.
There will be one more fixed rate towards the end of the auction today.
Yes, there will be a second
So
one.
it's quite different from this one, but just so you know. We haven't done this in a while, and I was curious to see if people would be interested in this type of an offering.
Okay. Let me see if I have got bins and bags everywhere. But here is the next one. This is an impression jasper coin. Rich green, not a real bright green, but pretty with this kind of a bronze. It's blue-green with kind of a bronze matrix on it. Teya is the name, and Native American origin means precious, 41 by 7.5. And we will go ahead and turn off all the timers and turn that one on. Okay, so it has other names. It's called Aqua Jasper Aquaterra.
Go to the bag now if you've turned the timer
Yeah, I've
on.
turned the timer on. I will go to the bag.
I just don't want you running out of time.
Well, gosh, then don't talk to me. All right, we've got some picture jasper fauceted rounds in this set, which are a lot of fun. Those are an A grade also. And then we have some Singhai turquoise rounds from the Singhai mine. These are 6 millimeters. This is a real turquoise. And then we have some 4 millimeters as well, 35. There's several different mines over in China, and the turquoise is usually named for the mine. We have some rose jasper chips, which is a fun one that we don't see very much of. And where are my discs? Oh, they're blue. These are sky blue crystal rounds. The 8x6s are a pearl luster in a beige color. And then we have the sky blue again in the 4x6. And then we have a pearl luster turquoise, which is a translucent, but it has a fun AB finish on top of that. The findings bag, you can see we got the leather cord, and then in the crystal bag you can see that it's the same type of sky blue in the crystals. I'm just set those there because I want to get down to the shaped gemstones, because I think we have a crazy lace focal in here. Yeah, just like a 20 millimeter focal coin in crazy lace, and it's cut so that it's two-sided. And then we've got 5 impression jasper tubes, these big old tubes. I call them drums when they're this big, because they're 14 millimeters by 10 across. There are 5 of those. Then you got 2 banded agate teardrops. Let me find the teardrops. Right there and there. And they're 14 by 10. Those are an A grade. Then you've got 5 blue crazy lace agate coins. You can see those scattered throughout. And then 2 aquamarine flowers. Yep, the aquamarines wouldn't let me enlist. I had the wrong eye color. And then we have 10 Sinkai turquoise rectangles, these little rectangles down here, 10 by 8, and then 5 impression jasper flat discs, which you can see the little thin discs down here. And we finished on time, Debbie.
This is a very turquoise set.
But
Turquoise and earth tone.
This is one of my favorite stones. I remember this. This is a stone we've had for quite a while.
Lori won that one at 65.
Congratulations, Lori. And we will bring out the next one, which is, this is one of your favorites.
It's for purple lovers.
Yes, we got 50 shades of purple today. This is a sage amethyst. This is Azizi, Swahili, meaning precious one or treasure. Amethyst is a stone that promotes calm, balance, and peace. Amethyst was originally among the precious stones, not the semi-precious. And then it turned out after they discovered the Americas that it wasn't so rare. There were some big mines down in South America. So we will start the timer and begin showing you what's inside the bag. Let me get it all out here. Oh, those are fun. You got purple banded agate that's got a frosty finish to it. These are 8 millimeters, and there's some fun colors in there.
There's some gorgeous beads in that strand.
And then we've got amethyst rounds, 6 millimeter. This is an A grade amethyst round. Translucent than transparent.
They're really not as dark as they're showing on our computer. They're very, very purple, not black.
And then we have amethyst 4 millimeter rounds as well. These are a little lighter looking. There's the discs, which are a purple. Gosh, those match so wonderfully.
Not the disc, Steve.
Okay, Debbie, I'm going to hand them to you.
Yes, it is. They're a different disc. So they are.
And then we have the 6 by 8 rondelles, which are, that's a lilac.
Purple on AB clear.
That's a lilac on AB with a lilac. The 6 by 4s are AB on purple. A lot of flash. And then the 4 by 3s is an AB on a lilac. So we've got lots of purple there. The chips, those have got to be amethyst chips. There's a 6-inch strand there. Obviously the leather will be purple. And this is fun because it's got kind of a half-plated purple on the small briolets. The big ones are very purple. And the sliders, which are still stuck in the bag, are kind of a lilac. And then in the mixed bag, we have a twisted rectangle focal that is 30 millimeters across. There it is. Oh, I remember this one. I remember the little white patch at the top. That's pretty all by itself. There's a necklace right there. You've got 2 fluorite diagonal drilled squares. That's a purple. There's the other one. And then that's an A grade. Then you've got 2 fluorite ovals. Whoops.
They're the long ovals.
Yeah. Those have some wonderful banding in them. I hope you can see that. And then we have got 5 sage amethyst rectangles. These are kind of a pillow cut on the rectangles. And then 2 amethyst carved roses. There's the roses. They're very small, but there's 2 of those in there. And then 8 amethyst nuggets. I know the timer is up, but I'm going to finish this up. And then you've got these little fluorite rondelles that are scattered everywhere inside of that. And bidding is well past.
Melanie won that at 61.
Congratulations, Melanie. Oh, I've got to bring these back because you've got to see the banding in these little fluorite ovals. That's what you think of when you think of fluorite.
Have you got both your lights on?
I have both my lights on. I am lit.
It's really dark for some reason.
Well, I'm sorry. I can't. Oh, it's another set.
Nope, yep, new set.
Okay, new set. So let's go through what's in the set.
In the bag first.
Wow, okay. These better look bright to you. These are a pink Mashon Jade round, 8mm round. Well, there's some little orange and yellow on there. And then we've got a weathered agate round. Guess what color the stones are going to be, the orphans. 6mm with that crackle finish. And then we've got Mashon Jade for our 4mm. And, oh my heavens. Let me move things around here so I can get to it. There's the discs, which definitely have a very light pink finish to them. And all the flash that goes with that, you've got a pink 6x8 abacus disc. Is Becky still here? 4x6s. That's more of a clear with an AB finish. And then we've got the 3x4s, which has more of a metallic. It's a silver, pink on silver. And what else have we got in here? Oh, the chips. Rose quartz.
Push it all up a little bit. You're at the bottom of the screen most of the time.
I move. Anyway, so we've got Debbie's about to destroy our lighting system. Don't do that, Debbie.
I just
Please
want to see
don't.
if we can get more light over here.
Anyway, there's the chips. Yeah, I can't see anymore.
Actually, that helps a little bit. It does look a little lighter.
The findings bag, the cord, of course, is pink. Just, Debbie, don't.
Just keep going.
Debbie's going to end up in the picture here in a minute.
No, I'm just moving.
You understand that blood does not go with the pink. Debbie, watch that.
That's better.
Okay. Yeah, I no longer can see. I've got this 800-watt bulb in my face. Okay, we've got sliders. We have got little tiny pink briolets. We've got these long briolets. Well, actually, those are drilled top to bottom. Just the drops. And then we have the shape bag, which includes a rose quartz focal. There it is. There's the focal. Very pale pink with some wonderful patterns inside. Then along with that, we've got 4 rose quartz ovals that are 18 by 13. There are 2 opalite flowers. Wow, you went all out here. I am not seeing the flowers.
Opalite, the white flowers?
Okay, I do have turtles. Oh, those are flowers? Oh, okay.
What do you say they are?
They're a blossom. Okay, they're opalite. They're 15 millimeters. You got 2 of the magnesite turtles that are 2-sided. And then we've got 6 rose quartz hearts. Hearts are fun. They make great earrings. Pink impression jasper tubes, very bright pink. And then finally 8 opalite rondelles, which you can see down here. We're going to set that all here. Okay, this is a set. And so we are going to start with, which one? The starfish. Okay, and we will start the timer here in a minute. This is Savi. And let me flip that off and we'll get the bid counter going. Okay, Savi is a pink dream agate flower or a starfish. And this one is 2-sided, so you can do the pattern either way. I never can decide whether it's a starfish or it's a flower on this. But anyway, Savi means unique flower. Very appropriate. It's 50 millimeters across and up and down. So it's a good size one, but it's relatively thin. It's 5 millimeters thin. Lots of different agates, but the dream agate is one of the easiest to identify by what it doesn't have. It doesn't have stripes or bands or anything. It doesn't have dendrites. It doesn't have plumes. It doesn't have flowers. It just kind of got this wonderful, cloudy, dreamlike structure inside of it. And you can see as I move behind it that it's very translucent. It can found in all the different colors of the rainbow. The rarer ones have, one color that blends together with no sharp definition, which we have a couple of little lines down here, which keeps it from being the rarest of the rare. But it dates back thousands of years, became very popular about the 15th century and continued to up till today, really. It was because over in Europe they developed new techniques for cutting the stones so that they could make them look like this and keep that wonderful cloud-like appearance in there. They've been revered for their ability to bring about the best forms of emotional and mental balance, and the bidding is over on that. That is the first stone in this set.
Becky won that at 42. Why am I not surprised?
Oh, poor Becky. We've got more Becky. Let's see what we got.
I just think that just about had her name on it.
I think just about. Okay, if you like hot pink, you'll like the next one. This is a dragon vein agate heart, 40 by 26 millimeters. Excuse me, it's a teardrop. If you put 2 of them together, it forms a heart, I guess. Anyway, it's a teardrop. Linnell is a Native American name meaning precious. Definitely precious. This is hot pink. This one, timer, yes, thank you. All right, this one you put in a drawer because it will keep you awake at night. It is that bright. Again, it's got the wonderful dragon pattern, veining pattern, but it spreads out. What's fun about this one is the actual veins are darker, and then it spreads out into this hot pink. It's just, I think it's great. I like the size. I like 40 by 26 millimeters or 40 by 25s, just because they don't overwhelm. Teenagers and kids can wear this as well as just about everyone else. Let's see, what have we got? We can talk about, looks like it was taken from a fantasy realm. And you can see how it got its name. It's got the scales.
This is one that I would pair with maybe even some black.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Black and white.
Either one, black or white, would be pretty with it.
Not quite a Barbie pink. It's got a little tiny bit of an orange to it.
It's a gold.
A gold?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go with that.
It's like the Marchand Jade is kind of a pink and gold, so.
Anyway, we'll just let you look at it, admire it while it goes down. You can see Debbie's bright light coming down onto this now.
Yep, now we'll have highlights.
Which if I was shooting this for our cataloger, she'd complain about that. But she did it so tough. Bidding is up. Let's find the next one. Whoops, let's pull that stone out. That one hopefully is sold.
Lyora, I hope I'm pronouncing your name okay.
Yeah, if she's not pronouncing it right, type it out so that she...
Could be a Leora. Lyora.
Anyway, I'm going to start the timer for this next one, which is a pink coral fossil. Love coral fossil. Aonani is the name. It means beautiful light. It's a Hawaiian origin. Great pattern. I think your coral fossils really benefit from the dyes in that because they bring out this wonderful coral, pattern in there. And this one is really, really nice. It's a natural gemstone. It's prehistoric coral that, gradually over time became fossilized. And in this particular case, it was a chalcedonian agate that, caused the fossilization. I believe it's the state stone of Florida or somewhere down there. And I think there's even mines in our state. My fingernails will never be the same because I tried doing lapidary and making a cabochon once, and it was a coral fossil that was native to our state. Anyway, a lot of it comes from Indonesia, but the U.S. is really big, particularly Florida and Georgia, as we said. So anyway, just a wonderful symbol of optimism and life, because this is a sample of life that was here on the planet, millions of years ago, and still is here today, fossilized.
What's nice about this stone is you actually can see the little fossil patterns.
Yeah, you see the pattern of the coral.
I've seen a lot of coral fossil that's just kind of muddy, but this one I could see each of the little
Yep, they did a good job. Front and back. I always check the back to make sure they've got a good treatment on it. So we will take Aonani aside.
Angel at 55.
And the next one, I guess this is why this is the pink box, right? This is Kamara, which is a Swahili name, which means precious rare beauty. And this is a crazy lace agate that has been treated to give it this pink color. And this one goes towards, oh yeah, we got to give the timer. Otherwise, we would just bid forever, right? Anyway, I like the long, thin, when I'm dealing with crazy lace, I like the long, thin teardrops, just because I think the pattern fits really with it. And it's got a nice pattern on the back as well. But you just see, crazy lace to me is like rivers of different colors and different patterns. It's the stone of happiness, called the laughter stone or happy lace by some. And of course, it was created, it's interesting that this was created out of violence with seismic activity, volcanoes and earthquakes that caused the bands to shift and creates these patterns and moves them around the way it does. And so out of all this violence and all this destruction came these beautiful stones. And then man comes in and they cut them and they polish them and then treat them to give them these wonderful colors as well. But I think this one goes super with the stones that are here in the set as well. Wow, I've talked myself out. Debbie, your turn. Tell us what you know. So, it protects you from bad energies. And I think I just got a Charlie horse in my foot.
Crazy lace is one of those that you can look at it and then put it away, and then when you pull it out next time, you'll see something different in it that you didn't notice before because of the intricacies of the patterns. It's almost like it changes on you.
All right. The bidding is over.
45.
Okay, Becky. One more in this set. This is Ambry, an old English name that means precious jewel. It's interesting how many names have, mean jewels and have precious in them, but this is Ambry. This is a big teardrop, a fat teardrop. Pink banded agates, 49 by 41. And there goes the timer. Okay, this one almost has the quilling in the lines, but I like agates, really like agates that have the fine, fine lines in them. It just gives more character to it. It's interesting that banded agates, were created during the Neolithic period which began about, well, they weren't created, they were discovered and began being used back 10,000 years ago. They say this is the girl power stone. I guess it's because of the pink. I don't know.
I like Heather's description. It's
The pink zebra.
Yeah.
Yeah. If Barbie were to own a zebra, this is the pattern that you would find. It's also regarded as a protector of children, and it strengthens the bonds between parents and their children to help create loving memories that last and protect the kids from emotional traumas that can haunt them clear up until adulthood and sometimes beyond. And it's kind of a nice feeling that comes out of that. The ancient Chinese thought that the agate crystal offered some spiritual guidance and thought that the crystal assisted them in maintaining an optimistic outlook and create fortune and good luck. Then the Egyptians thought that it would protect them from disasters and stave off storms, which we've had a few of lately. So anyway, that's the stone, and that's the end of our pink phase.
This one's kind of close.
Is it?
Yeah. Ursula made that in there with 58.
Okay, Ursula.
Hi, Ursula.
Congratulations. Is that Ursula's first stone today?
She's won today, yeah.
Okay. You're out of the bidding for for second chances now.
No.
Wow, and the best ones are coming. No, that's not that bad. All right, this is, there's so many stones here. We have another druzy. This is a druzy heart. And this is Shayla, Indian name meaning sparkling and glittering. With all that druzy, you can see that. I'm going to go ahead and start the timer.
And then do your back.
And then we will start the bag. I try to get Debbie to buy more yellow stones. I just think yellow is very, very powerful. Anyway, we've got weathered agate in yellow as our 8mm stone on this one. The 4mm looks like onyx, or excuse me, the 6mm. This is a deep, dark black onyx, which really matches the stripe pattern in here. And then we've got yellow jade rounds for the 4mm. The chips are yellow opal, and that's a long strand. That's 7-8mm or inch strand for the chips. And let's see if we've got any. Oh, we've got to have the discs. There they are. They slipped over to the side. Here's our discs, which are a light gold. Again, good size strand, lots of sparkle. And then the 6x8s. I think everything is a light yellow on our abacus today, but they have this wonderful AB finish, so it flashes to all different colors. These are spectacular. There's the 4x6 and the 3x4. It's right there. And then looks like a black cord in the findings bag. There's a pinch bell in each one of those, by the way. Oh, look at the crystals. These are neat. Look at that gold and the cut on those briolettes. Those are fine too, and they've got a briolette cut.
Said they're from the same vendor that does the discs, so they are really.
They're pretty
really
close.
Nice
they're
grade.
pretty close to perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, we set those down here. And I think I have just enough time to show you what's in the shape bag, which it looks like we've got the focal is going to be an onyx on this one. Yeah, if you really like yellow stones, please say something in the chat or comments, because I have to fight to get Debbie to pick up anything that's yellow. This is a 21mm onyx coin, drilled top to bottom, or you can hold it this way and it's side to side. It's two-sided. Then we've got 4 black banded agate ovals, which have some beautiful little fine striping in it. And then we've got 8 onyx rice beads, these little fat rices. And then they're 10 by 8, 6 citrine fauceted coins. And that looks like natural citrine too. It has that wonderful crackle in it.
This hasn't been manipulated. This is natural citrine.
They're
This is not your heat-treated amethyst.
Debbie, you're taking up time.
Sorry.
We got citrine cubes. There are 10 of those, 6mm, 10 impression jasper tubes, which are a very dark impression jasper, so they match everything here. And then there are 5 citrine fauceted rondelles, these little tiny rondelles. They're 6 by 4mm, but anyway, the bidding is over on that. Let's see if I can get it put away before Heather tells us who won. The lag must not be very bad today.
Oh yeah, I do like Bumblebee Jasper. It's just really hard to find.
I was to say, I don't think I've seen Bumblebee in forever.
Yeah. Nancy won that at 59.
Yeah, we have certain vendors that we work with, and when they get new stuff, it's fun, but it isn't always what everyone's looking for at the time. Okay, let me dig down deep and pull out the next set. Debbie can entertain you all with jokes, and I'm trying to do this without
Like
dumping
being put
things.
on the spot here.
Well, I live on the spot, so don't tell me your troubles. Oh, is this what I think it is? Oh gosh, this is something special. Let me line things up so I don't dump things all over the floor and Debbie starts yelling at me and you find out that she's not that nice. Okay. This is calcite. Okay, calcite is a very, very common substance. It's not uncommon to use calcite in stones, but this is orange calcite. This is the only one we have. Orange is one of the rarest of the calcite stones.
Well, calcite's usually a very pale yellow.
Yeah, almost not very pretty. But anyway, this is orange calcite. It's 50 by 28 by 6. This is Takara, which is a Japanese name meaning precious one. I use the Takara symbol, as my symbol when I'm doing things online. You'll see it from sometimes. I use it as my tag when I make jewelry. But anyway, it's usually pale yellow, but this is orange. And the orange calcite goes clear back to ancient civilizations because it was very highly regarded, because it was rare and it was considered to be very powerful in healing. And it was in every shaman and witch doctor and doctor's, box for doing things. It was a stone of fertility and used to stimulate all sorts of different things in healing and emotional balance. So we're going to set that here. I will start the timer and we'll show you what we've got to go with it, which this is like one of my favorite boxes. Okay, we've got red or orange agate rounds. Just this beautiful orange agate round in 8 millimeters. And then we've got, I know we've got more. Is this citrine? Yes, citrine 6 millimeters. And that is a beautiful citrine. That's got to be close to an A grade or a gemstone grade, because there's practically no flaws on that at all. And I'm digging down here. There it is. We've got natural carnelian rounds for our 4 millimeter, and they tend towards the orange. And I just love how these all go together with that calcite stone. We even found orange. Of course, we used these, I think, a year ago or so for the Halloween tween, but these are the orange discs. We have an orange abacus in the 6 by 8. And then the 4 by 6s is kind of a two-tone orange and white. And then the small ones, the 4x3s, looks like it's a pearl luster in a wheat color. The chips, those got to be citrine, yeah. Citrine chips. That's a long strand. She says 7 to 8, but that might be a little longer than that. The findings is kind of a light brown. Gosh, I gotta open this even though the time's tight, because you just can't see these crystals through the bag. You've got the briolette drops, and then you've got the long drops. The sliders have almost the citrine yellow on them as well, almost a gold. And then in the shape bag, what have we got? Oh, we have 2 focals in here. There are 2 citrine focals. 2 ovals. And they're 20 by 15. Then you have 5 of these orange agate ovals. And then there are 10 citrine cubes, which you can see mixed in among all these others. There are 10 carnelian top drilled nuggets. And the nuggets are just kind of all over the place in here, just odd shapes, nugget shape. 8 carnelian faceted rondelles. There's a good example there. And right next to that is a carnelian faceted coin, 6mm, which is an A grade. Just a wonderful set of colors to go with this set. And I got 3 seconds left. Where are we at? Okay, bidding is finished. Again, one look at this. Calcite is just fun because as you move it around, it flashes. There's just different layers.
Okay, Nancy won that one at 60.
Congratulations, Nancy. And then we've got, all right, we've got some more purple coming. Something sparkling down here at the bottom. There we go, looking for the stone. Sorry, I got the camera attached to the table, so it's going to move. Okay, this is a purple and blue banded agate shield. It's a cabochon. There are no holes drilled in this. So this is going to be a rapper's delight. 39 by 29 by 6. Name is Rathana, which is a Cambodian name meaning precious stones or jewels. Let me show you this up here. Just the different patterns and the lines front and back. It's almost like a flame that's coming up and forming here. Anyway, we will start the bidding. And I'll show you what you get in the bag.
Timer?
I hit it.
Okay.
Just didn't go. There we go. My timer's being a little flaky today. If we can't get it to work, we'll have Debbie count down. So anyway, we have, this looks like Mashon Jade rounds, 8mm. Got a fun pattern in there.
Purple and blue.
Purple and blue. And then we got amethyst. This is an A grade 6mm amethyst rounds. And then we have 4mm amethyst, which is also an A grade. Very dark amethyst, particularly on the 6s. We've got our crystal rounds. And these are kind of a, what would you call that? It's a blue purple. It's purple, and it's got a AB finish on it, so it sparkles in several different colors. Where'd my chips go? I know I've got amethyst chips in here. This is a 6-inch strand of the amethyst chips. Chips are just fun to fill in with. And then we've got our 8x6, which is a purple on an AB blue. So we got purple and blue in there. And the 4x6s is a dark blue with an AB finish. And then the 3x4s is just plain dark blue. Your findings bag has kind of a, was that a dark lavender or purple? And oh my heavens, we got some giant sliders. Wow, there's flash. You can't even see the colors on those bigger stones. And then you've got these, those are those just around, Debbie? Drilled top to bottom. There's two drops as well, but then you've got these fauceted rounds, and they look to be about a 10 millimeter.
Are they round or just a fat, really fat drop?
They might be a really fat drop. I mean, if they stand up. Anyway, something for you to explore. Looks like it's half plated as well.
They're a fat drop.
Fat drop. Okay. Weight challenge drop. And then in the bag, we've got a lapis lazuli focal. It's got that wonderful sparkle to it. That looks like about an 18 millimeter. 3 Mashon jade teardrops up here, which are 18 by 10. We got 8 amethyst ovals. And then there are 8 blue hematite hearts. There they are. They've got a pattern to them, a droplet pattern. There are 8 amethyst nuggets, which are just kind of scattered around. And then there are 7 blue riverstone tubes, which is a little lighter blue. And then finally 10 lapis lazuli rondelles, which look to be 8x5s. Timer is up. The bidding has finished.
Chris won that at 46.
Congratulations, Chris. Does anyone feel bad they didn't get that one? I hope so, because we have a second chance. This is Lilou, which is a French name. And we will turn off that timer, and we will give you a minute.
Remember, if you've won an auction just today, you can't bid on this one. If you've not won an auction yet, you are welcome to bid on it.
Yeah, we've already started the timer. Lilou's kind of different, which means precious stones, because Lilou has this, it's got a little more pink mixed in with the blue, and the blue's a little brighter up here on this side. And in fact, you can actually feel the pattern on this one, which sometimes happens. But you see it's even almost a brighter blue there on the back. But Lilou is a very, very special, very pretty stone. The purple agate's called the Stone of Science, sacred stone of the astral. I guess it helps you to reach an astral plane. It heals, it increases analytical skills, and it lifts the individual to a higher, more spiritual level. And you can see how that works down there with the other stones. It's a very pretty stone. This again is a cab, so it's going to require embroidery or wrapping or something. This, by the way, is the last auction of the year.
Helen got that at 30.
Oh, you got a deal, Helen.
Congratulations, Helen.
That's a fun stone. Okay, so what have we got
And they
next?
come with a glue-on bell rather than
Yes.
a pinch bell. So you can turn them into a necklace pretty easy.
One of my favorite of all of the gemstones, of the semi-precious stones, is the rainbow jasper. And this one's just a little bit different than some that I've seen. This is Saria, a Hebrew name meaning precious and unique. It's 35 by 8 millimeters. It is a true jasper. It's chalcedony and characterized by the divided minerals that give it these distinct patterns. We're going to set it here. We will play with the timer and hopefully it will start. It did. And I'll show you what's in the box. We've got rainbow jasper rounds in 8 millimeter that go with this. And then we have rainbow jasper 6 millimeters. Also, we like rainbow jasper. And we also have 4 millimeters. We can't always do this. But in this particular case, it really matches the stone just marvelously well. And then we've got our crystal discs in kind of an orange red, a flame red, with lots of sparkle as always.
Adds a pop of color.
Well, there's a pop. It's a pop of brightness. There's plenty of color, except for here the white jade chips, which is a 7 to 8 inch strand, and there's even a little bit of sparkle in those. The abacus beads are a pearl luster on white, and I think that's true of the 6x8 and the 4x6 and the 3x4 in this particular case. The findings bag is kind of a burnt brown, burnt red. And the crystals in this particular case are all clear crystals with a finish. So it sparkles with all the colors of the rainbow. Oh, and even more so with the sliders, which have some AB finish crystals on them. But you got these wonderful little briolette drops, and then you've got the long teardrops, which are also a briolette cut. And then let's see what's in the... Wow, this shape bag it's going to tear when I open it. It is full. We might have to restart the timer. I need 2 hands. Okay, somewhere in here, there it is. We have a red picture jasper focal, which is 30 millimeters across, 2-sided. That's a pretty stone. And then we've got 3 sponge coral coins, which are 18 millimeter. Then we've got sponge coral tubes, the fat tubes, the drums. And then there are 6 of these opalite rices, which you can see. 11 rainbow jasper rondelles, these little tiny round discs here. And then it looks like we have some rainbow jasper rice mixed in with it as well, just little tiny rices. They're 6x4, and then there's 10 opalite flat ovals, 10 of those. There's a lot of stuff that you can make with this one. That's got the fullest shape bag we've seen yet. But this one we could have done adoption papers on that one. That's a really unique pattern that's on that. The bidding is finished. And
Melanie got that at 47.
wow, Melanie, you're taking it all today. Oh, okay. We have a number of carved beads in our auction today, and this one I was really surprised when Debbie brought it out, because this is a polychrome jasper butterfly, carved as a butterfly. And you can see over here on the right hand side, you can see the butterfly wing is carved as a butterfly, and over here on the left you have these wonderful little flowers carved into it. And you've got the shifting of colors, the polychrome colors, front and back. The name is Kina. This is a smaller stone. It's only 20 millimeters up and down and 34 across. And Kina means, which is Welsh, means precious jewel again. So this is going to be a fun stone for somebody.
Look how great the carving on those little flowers. For a small stone, and then you've got these little flowers, the detail for the carving on this was what just
it's drilled,
took my breath away.
Drilled top to bottom.
No, it's drilled through the bead, front to back.
Front to back?
Yes.
Oh, it is. It's just at an angle.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the hole right there going down through it. Anyway, let me start the timer. Please start. It did start. Okay, and we have got some fun beads in this set. We have some etched onyx rounds that Debbie stole from me. Again, 8 millimeters, A grade. I'm never going to get to make that bracelet. And then we have, oh, poppy jasper rounds, 6 millimeters. Oh, that's going to go really well with this. And then finally we have 4mm moonstones. I don't know what it is about butterflies and the moon, but they just seem to go together really, really, really well. Our crystal discs have got a fun color to them. We've got a silver half plating. It's just, I don't know what color that is, Debbie. It's almost a light smoke that's on it. And then this is the fun part, the abacus beads. This is a frosted bead with a rainbow finish. We call it MC finish. You know what that is, Debbie?
What's that?
The MC finish on the
Multicolored.
multicolored. Okay, well, there's definitely multicolors. And then the 4x6 is a full platinum plate all the way around. And then we go back to the multicolored frosted for the 4x3s. And you can see all the colors on that. The chips on this particular one were fancy jasper chips. And this is a long strand. That's more towards the 8 than the 7. The findings bag is black and silver, antique silver or a porcelain or platinum. And then the crystal bag, we have drops and crystals and sliders. And the sliders are kind of a rainbowy, and it's a twisted rice for the one drop, and then a briolette on these other drops. They almost look like a smoky quartz in color. And then in the shape bag, oh my heavens, we got a Red River jasper focal that looks like it's a good size. Yep, there it is, right on top. It is 29 by 20 millimeters. There are 4 African bloodstone hearts. See if we can find them. They're a good size. Right there, those got to be 15. Yeah, they're 15 millimeters. And then there are 4 of those, 5 brecciated jasper faceted barrels. Where are the barrels? They must be these. Yep, that's those. Almost look like a lantern. And then there are 6 Picasso jasper squares. And then 6 rainbow jasper ovals. There's one. And then there are 10 rainbow jasper rondelles. These little rondelles here, the little round discs. And then 20 rainbow jasper rice, which you can see scattered throughout the whole thing. Bidding is finished.
Kim at 69.
Well, I hadn't finished showing everything yet. That's a treasure.
I guess I should say Kim Maslansky, because we have 2 Kims in here.
Really? Got Kim 1 and
Yeah,
Kim
I'm
2.
trying to keep them straight.
Okay. Oops. Make sure we get everything into that. And now we have kind of a fun one. We've got some debate here at our house as to the origin of goldstone, whether there's the story about it coming from a French monk, or French monks were trying to come up with something new and it was an accident. But we also found out that it existed in the Mediterranean and Arabic countries as well, maybe years beforehand. But we don't know. But anyway, today we are featuring a blue goldstone leaf. And this is carved on the one side, but it's drilled side to side on this. It is 40 by 26 millimeters. It's got wonderful sparkle to it. This is Brandia, which is of Dutch origin and means precious little raven. So we're going to set it down right here. And we will start the bidding. And I'll show you what's in the bag. Got fun stuff in this bag. We have blue goldstone rounds, 8 millimeter. Lots of good sparkle. We have...
My camera's not showing the sparkle. It is really
It
very
is sparkly.
It's a really high grade of goldstone.
I can see it sparkling when I bring it up. And
Because
then
my
we've got
computer's just too dark.
blue lace agate rounds, 6mm, and it's got a nice blue lace pattern into it. And then we have lapis lazuli for our 4mm beads on this one. And then the chips, I call those are more chunks than chips, is also blue lace agate. Those are really big chips.
Small nuggets.
They're small nuggets. Okay, whatever you want. And then we've got our crystal rounds, which is a light blue. And then abacus, we've got 6x4, which is a deep blue, dark blue. And then we have a silver half-plated blue for the 4x6s. And then you've got a blue on cornflower blue for your 4x3s. The findings looks like a black cord with silver, platinum silver. And then we've got, oh, those are nice. We got these fun crystal sliders with just a beautiful sapphire blue. You've got the two of the long drops in kind of a blue with a finish, and then you've got these briolettes, little briolettes, which have a wonderful finish to them too. They're a drop with a point on the end. And then the big bag of stuff. Which Debbie glued shut. This is another loaded bag. Okay, you've got a focal that's blue goldstone. I think that's it, 20mm. And then you've got 5 goldstone ovals. There's a good one there, and there's some sparkle in that. There are 4 goldstone nuggets, which I'm assuming are these cubey looking things. And then there are 3 Mashon jade 2-hole hexagons, which look like blue lace agate. These have 2 holes in them. They are 15x11. You got 2 blue spot agate flowers. I can see one right away. There's the other one.
Blue spot jasper.
Blue spot jasper, I'm sorry. And then 2 sodalite twisted rice, which there's one of them. The other one's down in here in my hand. And then we've got 10 blue spot jasper bones, the bone cut, which are 12x5mm. And then we got some lapis lazuli, little round discs that are 8x5s. There are 6 of those in there. The time is up. And let's see what we've got.
Okay, this is a unique auction. This is a
Surprise!
surprise secret auction. What we're going to do is offer the 5 top bids this very auction, but we're going to drop down to the
5th price.
5th price down from the top, and that's what all 5 of you will get this set for.
So 5 of you will win this.
So let's see, it looks like she put Kim Evans at the top with 60. So Kim, Ellen, Nancy, Paulette. It's scrolling off. So let's see. Kim was at 60. Ellen 56, Nancy 55, Paulette is 53. Melanie's at 42. Who's the 5th one down? Mary Williams at 20.
Okay.
So, Ellen, Lori, Kim, Evans, Nancy, Nissan, Paulette. Let's see, Ellen, Lori, Kim, Nancy, and Paulette. Down to Paulette. And Paulette's, because she's number 5. I'm right here, correct? Kim, Ellen, Nancy, Kim. I'm losing track here. Kim, Ellen, Nancy, Paulette. That's only 4, so I've got to come down one more. Melanie. Melanie would be number 5. Her bid was $42. So the 5 of you will get this package at $42. All 5 of you. Because you can see the 5 goldstone
No,
pendants.
you could. They're gone now.
There is a slight difference from stone to stone in the carving that will show up on the document, but you can't really see it on the computer.
Yep.
They all look the same.
They each have different names.
Okay, so
And don't forget that, Debbie. So,
right, so Kim Evans, Ellen.
while Debbie's writing that all down and trying to figure it out, I'm going to show you the next stone, which is Aziza, which is a Druzy teardrop. Aziza is Persian, means beloved and precious. It is 46 by 30. And like I said, it's got green and yellow in it. I've been trying to get Debbie to do more yellowish type stones, and this is it. So I'm going to start the timer and we'll see what comes in the bag. You know, there's so many of these things, and I've been through them all, but I forget. Green banded agate rounds are 8mm. Our 6mm is a yellow agate, and these are fauceted rounds. There's quite a variety in there in the 6mm. And then the 4mm is a green Amazonite, which is kind of a pale green color. The discs on this particular one are a light yellow, but because of the finish, they kind of reflect whatever they're around. The chips are a yellow opal on the chips, and that's a long strand there. There's a little bit of flash on there with the opal. The 6x8 abacus is a light yellow, but it has a little bit of an AB, so it sparkles all over the rainbow. The 4x6s are a gold on green. And then the 3x4s looks like a yellow on green. It's almost a gold. Wonderful finish to it. The findings kit on this one has a white leather cord and an antique antique silver or platinum finish. And then you've got a very, very green crystal shaped bag with the sliders. Those big sliders. The long drops are almost a yellow green, and then these little briolettes, which there looks to be about a half a dozen of those, you know, just have a wonderful green with. And in the shape bag, what have we got here? I think I can see the focal, which looks like a teardrop. I keep moving up. All right, this is a teardrop focal, 30mm. Very, very subtle at first, but you start to see the flash from the fauceting. And then there are 8 aventurine ovals that are 15x10. There are 2 green aventurine teardrops. You can see one there. There's the other one. And then 6 citrine fauceted coins up there, very strong gold yellow. And 10 green aventurine rondelles. There are 10 citrine cubes, which are kind of buried down here at the bottom. They're 6mm, and there's 10 yellow jade cuboids, these long cubic tubes, and then 15 citrine fauceted rondelles, which you can see buried down inside these little tiny rounds. And the bidding is up. Sharon
Baker won that for $42.
Yep, you're going faster than me now. We have a good connection today. I think what takes the longest on these auctions is putting everything back together afterwards, probably.
It does take us a while.
It depends on which one of us gets left alone with it. Right? Oh, wow. This is Alana. This is our Druzy heart. And fun Druzy there up at the top of the heart. Alana means shining precious child. It's an English origin. And this is just like a whole mini universe. Very space age looking when you look at it. So let's get the timer going and see what's in the bag. This is one of my fun bags because I like these colors. You've got red cherry quartz matte rounds in 8mm. And then we've got red banded agate, 6mm. And what have we got here at the end? I think those look like onyxes. Yes, 4mm onyx rounds. The rounds here are a red with almost an orange flash to them, a yellow flash with the AB finish. These go together really well today, Debbie. The chips are onyx. That's a nice long strand of, to me, a perfect size chip. We've got a deep red crystal abacus in 8x6. The 4x6s are a silver on red, half-plated silver on red. And then it looks like a silver on black for the 4x3s. Wow, this is going to make for some elegant jewelry. Red leather on the findings. And the crystals, I've got to pull these out. The crystal bag. The sliders, you know, have kind of an AB, you know, CZ crystal in there. But you got to look at these dark red drops, faceted drops, and then the little briolettes is a deep, deep red. This is just, to me, this is just evening wear red. Or the thing, how come I've got so much time? Oh, because I haven't done the bag. I thought, gee, there's still a minute left, and I'm done. We're just getting started. This is a big, heavy bag. Oh, it's little tiny beads. All right. You've got a faceted drop, which is kind of a purpley red. 30x10, this is your focal.
It's just a really deep red.
Really deep red.
Kind of like a deep ruby or a garnet or
Yep.
something.
Then you got 5 cherry quartz faceted ovals right up here at the top. Those are nice. And then you've got 4 black rutilated quartz ovals. 4 of those right next to it. An interesting contrast between the two. You got 2 rubellite faceted briolette teardrops right there and there. And then we've got 6 opalite faceted hearts, these little hearts down here. And then there are 2 sodalite twisted rice, which are, no, opalite. Nope, says sodalite twisted rice.
Oh,
I don't think so.
I think that's
That might be a mistake. Well, take that out. There's plenty of other stuff in here. You got 10 onyx faceted coins. Those are elegant. I love those. And then 10 impression jasper ovals.
Those are the red ones.
Those red ones down here. And then 20 moonstone faceted cubes.
Yeah.
Fun stuff. Time is up.
Okay, Carrie Moore won that at 65.
Congrats, Carrie. Next year, when we do more auctions, they will be a little shorter than this one today.
This one's extra long because we didn't try to cram a second auction into December. We decided to do it all in one here.
Debbie decided that she wanted to relax a little for Christmas, like that's really ever going to happen. All right, next we have, let me straighten things out here a little bit. Okay, this is kind of fun. This is Jondi, which is a Korean name, which means precious flower. But it's a dragon vein agate teardrop, but it just has these wonderful pastel colors that, you know, it's been treated with. But it's 48 by 23 by 7. I like long, thin teardrops, as you know. But just a wonderful veining pattern. You can see how it picks up the colors, the veins do, of each of the colors that are in here. Anyway, let me start the bidding on this one. There we go, and let's see what we've got in here. Wow, this could have been in the pink set, except it has that green. So you've got rose quartz rounds in 8 millimeters. We have got, I'll bring the chips out since I've got those already. Rose quartz chips, which really match those well, don't they? 6 millimeters, we have weathered agate rounds in a pink. And then, wow, that's pretinite, 4 millimeter rounds. I guess I should put that down here at the bottom, shouldn't I? So that it goes with what's there. Where's my discs? Debbie found AB pink discs.
They're not easy to find.
No, they really are not.
Pink and red crystals are hard to find.
Our vendors hate us because Debbie's, can you get us this? Anyway, 8 by 6 crystal abacus, pearl luster pink. And then we've got the 6 by 4s, which is not that one. It's this one here, which is a green on clear with an AB half plating. And then we've got a pink luster for the 4 by 3s. And they're doing a beautiful job on the cuts. What would you call that? Is that a mauve on the leather cord, Debbie?
No, it actually was hot pink.
It actually was hot pink.
But it's just it's a nice muted pink.
Is there not a crystal bag with this one?
Yeah, there should be.
I'm not seeing one. That's not it. Oh, there it is. I'm sorry. I apologize. It was over on the side. It was blending in with all the pink. Okay, you got the crystal sliders with an AB, so it matches every color in the rainbow. You've got 2 long drops, which kind of, you see it's almost prismatic. You got lots of colors there. And then you've got these pink briolets down here, and then let's see what's in the bag in the time we've got left. Sorry, I'm going to cut short on the time. And there is so much in here. You got a white agate tube as a focal, which we've never done that before. You can go either way on that. And then you've got 4 rose quartz rectangles, pillow cuts. You've got 3 Mashon jade ovals, which I'm assuming is this green stone here. And then you've got 2 opalite flowers. There's one of them. And then we have 10 rose quartz hearts, which you can see those bouncing around all throughout my hand. 8 impression jasper tubes, which are these green tubes here. And then 10 rose quartz fauceted briolet drops. Oh, there they are. They're just a little tiny drop. And then finally 8 rose quartz rondelles. And that's it. The bidding has ended. The pink and green.
Won that at $60.
Becky's still here. Okay. All right. Well, guess what, Becky? You don't get to bid on this one. This is a second chance. This is Manal, which is an Indian name meaning precious stone. And very similar colors. The pink is at the bottom. The greens are at the top and the side on this one, but it's still a dragon vein agate, 48 by 22. Let me start the timer, sorry. And this is a 1 minute, because this is a second chance. Those who haven't won anything that still would like to, a little less competition on this one.
This is the last Second Chance.
Yeah, this is the last Second Chance. A little more subtle on the colors, but it's still a beautiful stone. In fact, I think it looks great. This is one that I would use. If any of you have done lapidary work, you know how hard it is to get a finish like this on a stone and keep everything looking the way it is. And I can tell if you've done lapidary, if you've carved stones in a lab, you lose your thumbnails because you grind them down when you're grinding down the stone. But anyway, this is just a fun Second Chance stone. It's the last Second Chance. This is the last Second Chance of the year. 3, 2, 1, and we are done. I keep moving this mat up.
Do you like soft tones? This
Yes.
one is it.
Yes, this is the cloud.
My kind of stone. I love the soft
You like soft tones?
pastels and soft tones.
Yes, that's why you married me. I have soft tones. Okay. Ooh,
We're just waiting for
waiting to find out who won.
waiting to find out who won this one.
Someone, I hope. We're wearing out all of our people who are.
Well, we're getting closer to the end here.
Are we?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, everybody. Oh, we're doing fine. We're going to finish this up in no time at
Do
all.
we have a winner on that Second Chance, Heather? Susan at $30.
All right. Congrats, Susan. It's a good thing all the second chances are gone because you can't bid on them anymore. All right. This is a unique stone, this next one. We did a crazy lace agate box, but there is a new artisan
A new mine
and a new mine, a new section of the mine, and
that
we
found a brand new vein.
and first off, the artisan is everything is perfect on these stones. There are no any chips on the drill holes, and just a wonderful, very distinct pattern. And we managed to pick up a couple of these, and Debbie hasn't let me show them till now. But anyway, this is Alamia, which is a Hawaiian name meaning precious one. And I love these because they almost look like the patterns on surfboards from when we lived in California. But anyway, crazy lace. It is 48 by 22, and it's part of this new series. But let's see what's
all
in here.
natural. There's
Yes, this is all natural,
this one
no
has
dyes.
not been heat treated, stabilized, or anything. This is a all natural stone. and
Yes,
it's beautiful.
it came out of the earth in this shape with this polish.
No, it was cut and polished.
Oh, and whoever did it did a beautiful job. This is I wish I could get, dozens of these. Anyway, let me start the timer. And let's see what we've got in here. We have got Boulder Opal rounds, which is hard to say. Just kind of an interesting pattern on these. We don't have do we have any of these? I didn't know we even had any of these.
Something brand new that just came in. So
Okay. Botswana agate rounds in 6 millimeters. Everybody knows that Botswana and Persian agates are two of my favorites. And then for the 4 millimeters, we've got rhodochrosite. You're supposed to put all the hard to pronounce ones at the beginning, Debbie, while my tongue still
this
works.
is a really nice grade of rhodochrosite. You've got a wonderful pattern in it.
We've got pink discs with an AB finish. Yeah, the rhodochrosite. If I shot a picture and blew this up, you'd swear they were 8 millimeters because of the pattern in there.
Yeah, it's kind of a peachy pink. It goes pretty well with the stone. There's some of that shade right down in there.
We've got abacus. Here are the 6x8s, which is a platinum on AB clear, though it looks to me more like it's a smoky underneath that, Debbie.
Oh.
The 6x4s is a full plated platinum. which is kind of a really dark silver. I think it's cool. And then the 4x3s is a salmon colored with an AB finish.
It's that peachy pink I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The discs and the
chips.
rhodochrosite.
The chips are fancy jasper. There's a reason they call them fancy jasper. The findings bag, it's got to be, that's a dark, dark brown on the findings with the platinum finish. And then the crystal bag looks like smoky quartz colors. They're trying to imitate smoky quartz with the crystal. And the sliders are just this kind of AB finish crystals, but you've got the two long drops. There's four of the long drops, and then you've got these twisted rices. That again is, gosh, it's almost a metallic finish on there. It's polished so well. Anyway, there's your crystals. And I keep forgetting that we have this other bag that everybody wants to see. Oh, we got rhyolite and more Botswana. You dipped into the Botswana, which was supposed to be the Untouchables. Rhyolite tube focal. It's actually a long rice, but rhyolite's just kind of a fun stone. But we've got 8 Botswana agate tubes, which you can see here, here, and here. And then we've got 2 Botswana agate teardrops. There's one of them. The other one's hidden. There it is. Botswana agate drops. And then there are 6 Botswana agate coins. And then we have, what do we got? Peach agate cubes. There are 10 of those in a 7mm. There are 15 agate briolette teardrops, which are buried down underneath here. There they are. They're just little tiny things. There's 8x5s, and then 20 sunstone fauceted cubes, which are these little tiny 4mm cubes buried in there. Bidding is finished. Sorry, I ran over. A lot of beads in there. They're all over the place. Congratulations, Mary.
I just lost my mic.
You lost your mic?
Just fell off.
Oh, okay. You know where it's at.
Yeah.
Okay. There's only so many places your microphone can go.
There we go.
Okay, what do we got next? Is it really this one? No, it's not that one. Yes, it is. Finally, something blue, Debbie. Yep. Aqua blue, druzy. Really? You've got this listed as a teardrop, Debbie.
That's the one that we were going to do as a teardrop, and you found the fracture
we
teardrop.
We replaced the stone that was a teardrop.
So we switched it out for the
better one.
For the oval, because it didn't have a fracture in it.
Yeah, we were worried that it had some internal fractures. We were afraid that it might break. So we have an oval here, whose name is Tanja, which is a Russian name meaning one who is precious or priceless. We're doing a lot of precious, priceless today.
That's why I put in the search engine.
Did you? Precious?
Names that mean precious.
Gosh, don't give your secrets. We come up with these on our own. Anyway, beautiful druzy ovals, 45x32. And this is another one of those ones that is close to the quilling on the lines and just has these wonderful druzy rivers in there. So we will start the bidding. And let's see what's in the bag. Oh, this is one I don't think I looked at the bag. These are apatite rounds, 8mm. Apatite is pretty. You've got chatoyancy and you've got sparkle. You have both in these. And blue is the best of the apatite. Then we have some blue banded agate rounds for 6mm. And then I know there's 4mm down here. There's your moonstones. And it's funny because you've got that little moonstone flash, which on a bead this size is really kind of fun. Okay, I'm going to move this up rather than move the mat because I'm running out of mat. Okay, we have, I saw those crystal discs. There they are, sky blue crystal discs. Look at all the colors from that AB. And then we have a light blue in the 8x6 abacus. The 6x4 is a sky blue, just the same as the larger ones. And then the 3x4s brings us back to the pearl luster. Or I should say that's the same as the rounds. We've got Appetite chips for our chips here today. We haven't done a lot of Appetite because it's been really expensive and hard to get, but we managed to snag a little bit. Got kind of a blue-green on the leather cord, and then our bag of crystals. You matched this really well, Debbie. You got these light pale topaz blue sliders. The briolettes are a little darker, and then you've got 2 drops which reflect whatever color they want. They are blue, but you're getting purples and yellows, golds and greens
It's
reflecting
the AB
off of it.
finish on 'em.
Yeah, the AB finish under these lights, it just goes everywhere. And then inside of the shape bag, which again is just packed again. I thought we weren't going to fill these up like this again.
Well, I
We
could
have
gone to
we have a
bigger
big
bag.
teardrop, which is 30x10. That's a deep blue. And then we've got 5 blue banded agate ovals. There are 5 sponge quartz coins, which is this pale blue. I love sponge quartz. Then you've got 2 howlite teardrops, which you can see right there. 2 aquamarine flowers. There's one there and one down there. 8 moonstone fauceted bicones. They're on the strand here. Fauceted bicones. 5 Appetite fauceted briolette drops. There they are. There's one of them. The others are buried down here. And then finally 10 white jade rondelles, which are kind of scattered throughout my whole hand. Bidding is finished.
Rosie at 56.
Hey, Rosie. Rosie, we really appreciate all your activity on the Facebook group.
Yes.
We appreciate everybody who participates in the Facebook group. And we need to come up with a contest. We're going to do one for December, Debbie.
We will be doing something for December.
Okay.
It'll be a stash
Ooh.
contest.
Stash contest,
Similar to the last one, but
which means
maybe a little different twist to it.
which means party bags, huh?
Yes, party bags.
All right. What have we got here? Yep. Okay. Sorry, this one just didn't look right. There's the stone. I couldn't find the stone. Okay, I'm usually not a fan of freeform, but this one really caught my attention. And this is purple and green banded agate, 54x37. It's also a little bigger than what we often will do. But
about
it's
2 inches.
yeah,
long.
2 inches, 37, about 1.5 inches wide. But it just was so pretty and had such wonderful banding. It has what I call quilling, where you can look down through the stone at the bands and see them all the way through. Just great colors, great pattern on this. It's Nazneen is the name, which is Persian and means sweetheart, precious or darling. So if someone calls you Nazneen, don't hit them. Just tell them thank you and move on. Let's see what's in the bag while I get the timer going. There we go. Boy, we should have called this 50 Shades of Purple. What's that? Fluorite. 8mm fluorite rounds. And you've got all the different fluorite colors there.
This is an A-grade
much.
fluorite. You can probably read through it if you put it over print. It's
Yeah,
that
I was looking
clear.
at it. It's kind of like little magnifiers.
Yeah,
And there it is.
and it has the same purple and green that the stone has.
6mm is also a fluorite.
Right.
And then 4mm is amethyst. Staying with kind of our purple theme. And then we've got chips. These are charoite chips.
And charoite's one of those less known stones. It comes out of Russia, all natural color.
Probably has to do with the fact
It
that
has a sheen. If you're
costs a
familiar
lot.
with kyanite, it's like a purple version of kyanite.
Okay, crystal discs, which is a purple on clear, half plated. We love our discs. And then the 6x8s are a green on AB clear. And that was the 6x8. Here's the 4x6, which is an amethyst color to it. Pretty purple. Yeah, that's amethyst. And then the 4x3s is a AB on lilac. Let's put that down on the inside. The findings bag is a purple with gold. And then we've got the crystal bag. The sliders are, is there a color on those? Is it a real pale lilac?
It's pale violet, kind of a lilac.
Yeah, pale lilac.
The
The long
sliders.
drops are a purple. And then we got fat briolets, which also are quite purpley. And then inside the shape bag. What do we, oh, we got fluorite. There's the focal, which is a fluorite. That looks to be about a 22
I think it's 22 millimeter.
millimeter. And then we've got diagonally drilled wavy squares, A grade and fluorite. There's a pair of those. And then we've got 4 fluorite ovals. And then wow, that one has a beautiful pattern. Then we've got 8 purple/green agate marks. They're almost an oval, but there is a point on those. There are 8 amethyst nuggets, which you can see those scattered throughout, and then 20 fluorite faceted rondelles. Those are cute little rondelles. Anyway, bidding is ended.
Ursula at 58.
Okay. Okay. I made a mistake on my chart here. I'm looking for something that isn't here.
That's one of my favorite stones, by the way. That one was...
Is the fluorite?
No, that stone. That
Oh, that
freeform
stone, yes.
Stone. Like Steve, I don't always pay a whole lot of attention to the freeforms, but the color and pattern in that was so stunning. I just couldn't pass it up.
Yep. Okay, this is a set. This is the final set. There are 5 stones in this set. And so I'm going to show you what is in there.
In the bag first.
In the bag first. And we have mookaite. Mookaite jasper, again, one of my Australian stones. This is 8 millimeters. Then we've got, I know there's other stones. The chips are tiger eye chips, which you've seen before. We've used those a couple of times. And where is the, oh, this because they're faceted. Smoky quartz, 6 millimeter faceted rounds in a smoky quartz. And that's a true smoky quartz. And then we've got tiger eye in 4 millimeters. A nice little strand of that. And then we have got our little discs. And what we call that, Navajo cream on the discs. And the 6x8s are what, a pearl luster gold.
A
The
pearl
4x6s.
luster finish is similar to an AB, but doesn't have quite the same rainbow effect. It's more subtle.
Yeah, like the 4x6 here is an AB on gold. It's half plated. And then the 3x4 is a wheat, but it also has the AB. So you have that little rainbow rainbow flash. And then we have got, I'm looking for the findings bag. There it is. Is that that's a dark brown with an antique copper for the findings. The crystal bag, it's kind of a topazy. True topaz, which is, you know, kind of the goldish. I was saying topaz on the blue ones earlier. But anyway, you've got these wonderfully faceted, you know, long drops. I love the faceting on that. Then you've got some other briolette drops here. They're a little bit smaller. And then we have got our bag of shapes, which I believe there's a tiger eye focal in here somewhere. There it is. Okay, tiger eye focal is a drop. Beautiful chatoyancy on that. And then we've got 5 tiger eye ovals. And you can see the chatoyancy, the flash on those. And then there's 3. Oh, you dug into my Z's. That's DZI.
Tibetan agate.
Yeah, Tibetan Z beads, which have a fun history, which we don't have time to talk about today. There are 3 of those. They're 10 millimeters round in a matching color. There are 4 tiger eye 2-hole rectangles. See how I can dig one up right there for you to see. And then there are 8 mochaite jasper tubes. There's the tubes. And then there are 8 mocha jasper. That was mochaite. This is mocha jasper in the rices. There they are down here at the end. And then there are finally 20 mochaite hishi beads. They're just kind of spread throughout. Now again, this is a set. Everybody will get a bag.
Bags are identical.
That is identical. Though the
Only
focals,
the stone
the
that
focals
changes.
will be a little bit different, I believe, between each one. And we're going to start out with a carved stone. This is a carved horse, obviously. And this is, excuse me, this is Tale, which
Timer?
is, excuse me, timer, yes. Thank you. That's why Debbie's here. Okay. So we've got a volcano fire quartz horse, 39 by 41 millimeters. Beautiful job on the carving. We know people that's all they do is produce horses, and none of them I've seen of the locals do them this well. Of course, the volcano quartz is just, or volcano fire quartz is just a beautiful stone anyway, and it's considered the stone of hope. But the detail on this horse is just magnificent. Two-sided. What's up, Debbie?
The opening bids for $60.
Oh, okay. Somebody's a horse person. Okay. I'll flash it more. Okay, Debbie really likes to do the likes the carved stones, and after the butterfly, I do too.
They're really hard to find.
Well, they're hard to find at reasonable prices. Yes,
Years.
they're hard to find at reasonable prices, I guess, is the way to put it. So, but the horses I like, and I'm not a horse person. So.
Oh, somebody who is going to love this though, because I'm not a horse person, but I love it. I just love it.
And it goes well with all.
Bidding's not quite over yet.
Bidding's not over yet? Okay. There's fighting out in the
You
foyer.
might have jumped the gun there just a little bit. Yeah.
Who jumped the gun? Not me.
And announcing. So Paulette at 90.
Okay, Paulette. These are some pretty, the accessory beads on this are fantastic. So next is, this one I wondered about when our vendor sent us the picture, but this is a polychrome jasper teardrop. And I am going to start the timer. Okay, Hataru, Japanese name meaning noble and precious. Very noble. Normally, I look at polychromes that have, like the butterfly was a polychrome, and there's usually 2-3 different colors, but this one's very subtle. It's got the brown and the tan and the darker brown that separates it, and then you've got a gray, which is very prominent among polychromes, but it's on the sides. And so this one's just a little quieter, not very outlandish.
It's unusual for a polychrome. It drew my attention because it reminded me of chocolate.
Yeah.
Chocolate and caramel, my
Bef-
favorite combination.
While you're mixing it, okay, mixing it together. It's not quite mixed yet. It's layered.
And it also went so well with this particular bag. It was just, all the stones in there looked really pretty with it. So set it down so they can see that.
Oh, with everything else?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they can't because you changed the lights. It's glaring. But again, this is one of those African stones that they were looking for something else. They were looking for ocean jasper, and they discovered this.
Polychrome.
And it's interesting, they even found it because the mines are so close to the coast that they can only mine them during low tides. They can't bring machinery in because the ocean would come in and destroy the machinery. So, but we're glad they found them, and it's not that old. I think late 2008, 2010 is when they're discovered.
I don't think I have any other polychrome that is in this coloring.
No. Anyway, the bidding's
This is unusual, so.
Bidding is done.
Melanie won that at 37.
Okay, Melanie. Next we have a heart, which is Almaya. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. It's Hebrew. It's probably Almaya, meaning precious one. And this is a mukaite jasper. I found it interesting. I mean, I love mukaite, but mukaite usually has, a different division of colors than this does.
The colors are there. Usually it has big splotches.
Yeah, big splotches.
While this one was just more of a beautiful scattered blending.
Yeah, just a little different.
Mukaite.
Yeah, it's 37 by 43. It's wider than it is long, which if I have a choice, I prefer my hearts wider, or at least the same dimensions. But mukaite is just a fun stone, and especially among the Australian stones, I think it's neat because it says that people feel that it promotes a sense of adventure. And the bidding is up on that one.
No, you never put a timer up.
Oh.
Put it for 1 minute.
I'll do a 1 minute on there. Let's bring it back. I'm sorry. I apologize. I messed up.
Sorry. Then set it down. There you go.
Don't want to set it down. I like to hold it because it has a sense of adventure. We had someone who came in to help us one day in our studio, and Debbie set her to putting the mukaite beads together. And she thought she would really help us out by sorting them by color.
Yeah.
And so rather than having this beautiful mukaite mix on these 8mm rounds, she had all the yellows at one end and all of the browns at the other end.
All the purples.
And the purples and everything else scattered.
Sort mukaite before,
Yeah.
but she did it.
We sent her to lunch, and while she was gone, we dumped them all into a bin and randomly put them back together. So, and then hung them up somewhere where she'd never know.
That's what really sets mukaite apart. I can recognize it almost at any time because of its colors are unique.
The bidding is done on the mukaite.
Okay.
It's really, really done. And while we're waiting to find out who won, I'm going to show the next one.
Gloria at 41.
Gloria. Okay, we have another carved stone. This is a carved heart. Debbie likes her carved hearts, but this one is the mocha jasper,
Yeah.
carved in the shape of a rose that is 35 by 39. I think I'm just going to do a minute on this, Debbie.
Okay. There's a fun little story about this little mocha jasper. When it came, I didn't recognize what it was. I knew it was a jasper, and I looked at it, and I know it's a brown jasper, but I thought this looks like those Starbucks coffees where you have the
That's
swirls
cappuccino.
and the mocha. So I told Steve, I'm going to make up a name for this one, and we're going to call it Mocha Jasper. Well, then when I was putting the
trying to get information.
certificate together, trying to get information. I just happened to put in my search engine mocha jasper, and it came up, and it looks just like this.
It is.
I thought, wow, I didn't create a name for this after all. It had already been created. So.
The name of this mocha jasper, by the way, is fire rose or fur rose, which is French, meaning an undefeatable person.
And the carving on it's beautiful. I love these roses. I think they make into beautiful necklaces.
When they're done well.
Yeah.
Which this one's just about perfect.
Yeah, this
Has almost a
this
satin
one's really pretty.
finish.
So,
All right, I'm going to set the rose aside while we wait to see who won.
Susan at 40.
And we will show you the final one in the brown set. Okay, which I thought was the last one in the brown set.
This is the last one in the brown set.
Okay, I don't have a sheet on this. So,
You don't have 45?
oh, we got it out of order. Okay, it's my fault. Okay, this is Amber, Amber, and this is a volcano fire quartz. Okay, done as a teardrop. You can see it's transparent. In fact, I was holding this over newsprint somewhere, and you could read through it. It magnified it a little bit. Anyway, this is Amber, the French. Just don't know how to spell. Anyway, precious stone or gemstone again. It is 44 by 24. I forgot to start the timer, didn't I? There we go. Okay, so we get the timer going again. Cherry quartz is said to repel the symptoms of lethargy. It fills you with energy and keeps you active. So I'm going to slip this one into my pocket until we are through for the rest of the auction here. But I've just always loved the cherry quartz, or not the cherry quartz, the volcano fire and the fire quartz stones. And this is an excellent example. Oh, wow. What else can we say? Helps the body fight exhaustion. Keeps you on your toes. Helps you overcome obstacles. Yeah, this is the one I should carry when I'm walking through the living room, through all the boxes at night in the dark. Provides you with enthusiasm. So it's just a fun stone. I just love the swirling pattern. 1, 0. That is the end of the bid and of the brown stones.
Ellen at 46.
Hey, Ellen. Congratulations. I'm sorry, everybody. This is our longest auction ever. Hope you're all doing okay. Because our next one is another fixed price. And these are...
There are only 14 of these.
Yeah, this is a turquoise and bronzite. Again, they've taken two stones and they put them together with a resin and mashed them together. And we have, I'll bring you out a couple more.
Chunks of turquoise.
Chunks of turquoise.
Bronzite. And they put them into these big kind of slab type things, and then they cut and polish them just like they do real stones. So.
And let me show you the bag that comes with this. Is this one 10 as well?
Yeah, this is the stone and the bag together are just $10
And
flat rate.
Again, you can ask for more than one.
And but there's only a total of 14, so.
Yeah. The leather cord on this one's kind of fun because it's a braided brown and white flat cord, and then all of the different findings that you would need to turn this into a necklace or bracelet is there. There's toggle clasps, and there's ribbon clamps, and there's jump rings in there. And then there's 18 inches of that with the two clasps and the jump rings. Cord end rounds. You have 19 of these 8mm rounds. And then there is 6mm, and there are 4mm rounds in this set. And then we have Oh, gosh, there's another one. Then we have, oh, here's the 6mm. We have some little rondelles. 6mm, 6 by something rondelles in turquoise bronzite too. And then there's an 8 by 6 rondelle that's half-plated copper. Sorry, up there, the finish on that, it almost looks pink. And then there's an imitation jade turquoise crystal rondelle in 4 by 3. Let's move everything up, and that's it. I'm going to quickly put these back away while they're figuring everything out. You just let me know when everyone is through, Debbie.
I might be at 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yep, I'm at 14, so we've got all 14 of them. So,
Yeah, we make sure everybody gets one, and then if there are extras, we'll take care of that. All right, everybody ready for the final? There are 3 left, and these are kind of a grand finale.
We have final 3 auctions.
Okay, we're down to some of my favorites, because the first one here is a red tiger eye, and it is a cabochon. So it can go this way, or it can go this way. It is a 35 by 25. Relatively thick. This would be great for wrapping or for doing embroidery, bead embroidery, yeah, or just about anything else. And the name on this is Tora, Japanese, but also Norse. It's in both cases it means tigress. But I like the red. It's my second favorite of all of the tiger eyes. And we will start our timer and see what's in the bag, which I'm sure there's going to be some red tiger eye in here. Yep, we've got A grade 8mm red tiger eye, and we also have 6mm tiger eye, if I can find it here, which is also an A grade right there. Love the Chatoyan Sea. And then there's 4mm. And there's a lot of flash even on the 4mm, which is hard to see sometimes. And then we've got garnet chips, A grade. These are a raspberry garnet, as opposed to most garnets are kind of a brown.
And these are very red.
These are very raspberry-y. And the discs on these are fun because they're kind of a, what would you call that, a red orange or a fire orange on the discs. And then you've got a deep red, dark red on the 8 by 6 crystal abacuses. You've got a dark bronze on red in the 4 by 6s. And then whoa, those are tiny. They're claiming those are 4 by 3s. They seem smaller. Nope, they are. They're 4 by 3 and they're full plated platinum. You see a lot of places to use that. The findings on that is a dark red and platinum. And instead of a pinch bell, it does have a glue on. Crystal bag has a lot of deep red in it, except for the sliders, which just have the CZs, but you've got two long faceted drops, and then you've got these briolette drops in a dark red. Inside the shape bag, we've got a tiger eye focal in 20mm. It's carved so it's two-sided. And then we've got 5 red tiger eye ovals, 18 by 13. They are an A grade. And then there are 2 red tiger eye drops. There's one of them. The other one's down here. These are actually a cabochon. drop. They are not drilled. I've wrapped these before. I've done them as rings or as bracelets or pendants, and they are great to work with. There are 6 red tiger eye dices, which are these kind of cubey ones that they're drilled through the corners, and there are 8 red jasper tubes. They're kind of a drum type tube, and then 15 red jasper flat coins, which you see scattered around in there. The bidding is over for the cabochon.
It's hard to find red tiger eye. I've got lots
Lately.
of the brown and quite a bit of the blue, but I've only got a handful of these red cabochons because I can't find red tiger eye pendants anywhere.
No, not the larger stones. Tiger eye, of course, is kind of a fragile stone when they start working with it, the bigger pieces. But I don't know if the red is any more difficult than the others.
You'll be very happy with this set, Helen. It is really beautiful in natural light.
So is Helen who won this one?
Yes, Helen won that one.
All right. Here we go. Our final carved stone, I think. Yes. And this is a Labrador. Yes, it's a Labradorite rose. And it's got some fun Labradorite flash. Labradorescence.
Right along the petals.
Yeah, it's right along the
edges,
petals.
Which really makes them stand out as it moves.
Yep. This one is Dorica, Hungarian, means a precious gift sent from heaven, 36 by 38, drilled at the top. And we will set it here, and we will start the bidding as I show what's in the bag, which is a lot of stuff. All right, we have got some A-grade 8mm Labradorite rounds. These are just excellent rounds. Almost every stone has a flash. I hate vendors where they have this big bundle of gemstones and you see the flash and then you take them home and there just isn't anything in your strand. We also have the same thing in a 6mm Labradorite. A lot of blue flash. There's some gold. And then we have, where is it? I'm missing the smallest stone. Oh, they're fauceted. Then we have 4mm Labradorite fauceted rounds. Okay.
These are real sparkly.
They are really, between the flash and the fauceting, they are spectacular. Then we've got Labradorite chips. And these are an A grade also. Let me get it down here. And these just flash everywhere as you move them around. These would make for a really spectacular bracelet. Our crystal discs are, I don't even want to say what color those are. The AB finish, it's got a half plating on it, but it's just every color of the rainbow. It just depends on where you're standing and what the light is. You've got a platinum on AB gray for your 6x8mm rondelle. Your 4x6 is a silver on clear half plating. And then the 4x3 is a silver on clear as well. It's hard to outflash the Labradorite. We got a gray leather cord for this one, which matches really well with the Labradorite. And then the crystal bag. Go really quickly through this, really quickly. You can see we've got kind of we try to match the flash of the color of the Labradorite in the briolets and in the drops, long drops. And then we've got, wow, just the bag has got Labradorite flash all over the place. The focal on this is a 12mm coin, which you can see the flashing on it. Either side, you've got 3 Labradorite rounds, 10mm rounds in this set, which is kind of a nice thing to add on with those others. You've got 10 peacock freshwater pearls. They're a good sized pearl too. They're 8 to 9mm. They're a potato style. And then we've got 10 Labradorite fauceted ovals. And I just look for the flash and I can see those ovals in there. 10 Labradorite fauceted rondelles, which are buried down in there as well. 8 snowflake obsidian coins, which I am not seeing in here, Debbie.
That must be another typo. I don't
Yeah,
think
that's a
there's any
typo. There isn't anything in there. Then there's 20 labradorite nuggets that are scattered throughout here. The bidding is ended.
Joni won that at $60.
Congrats, Joni. One left, everybody. And we're going to invite everybody over for lunch.
Yeah, anybody close to southern Utah?
I should be careful. And it could happen. All right, this final stone. This one I thought I had put away for me, and Debbie had put it away for her, and now we're offering it to all of you. This is a malachite teardrop, 48 by 28. It is just about perfect as far as malachite stones go. It is a... Is this a cabochon? It is a cab.
It's a cabochon. It was cut in India.
Yeah.
And it is real malachite.
The name is Calais, which is Greek, which means precious stone of greenish hue. Very, very appropriate. And so let's start the bidding. I'll start the timer. This is the last stone, I think.
It's the first time we've done a malachite pendant. I think I might have 2 others, but they're smaller.
Not like this one.
Yeah. They're not quite as nice as this one. So.
This one I had plans for, and Debbie did too, and we thought, well, it's Christmas.
Well,
8.
I've had it for about 5-6 years, and I haven't used it, so maybe one of you will.
Green banded agate in a matte finish, 8 millimeters. 6 millimeter malachite rounds, and look at the patterns on those.
Again, these are
That's an A grade. And then we have... Well, let me grab the chips real fast because we've got malachite chips. I just like green
again,
stones.
all of this is that genuine malachite, not that
Not
terrible synthetic stuff
that Debbie buys and thinks that she's getting a real deal.
until it shows up.
We've got evergreen crystals. I am missing a...
There's your 4 millimeter.
I'm trying to find... There they are. I've got 4 millimeter moonstones over here. They were... These come in a white bag and they just kind of blended in. But you got your moonstones, and even the 4 millimeters, you got that moonstone flash. We've got the abacus 8x6s is an emerald green. Very natural. And then the 4x6 is a pearl luster on white. Very appropriate. I can't get any flash out of here at this angle, Debbie. It's because you've messed with my lights. 3x4s, this is just a crystal with an AB. So you get whatever color you need out of that. The findings, it looks like it's a black cord with the platinum or the antique silver. And then the crystal bag, you've got the 2 drops, which are green. And then the smaller briolette drops have green half plating on a cream or a white. The sliders are just an AB crystal. And then inside the... Oh, I didn't know you were going to put these in here. Thought you were saving those. All right, we have as a focal an abalone or abalone, whichever one you want to say, charm, which has a heavy plated gold pattern on it. It's 18 karat.
It's 18 karat gold plated brass.
There are CZs all around it.
Crystals.
There is
an abalone backing.
And it's not just a thin slice on something. You can see it's on both
sides.
sides.
On the back. Turn it over.
I did. I've flipped over. Here, you got lag, Debbie.
I got lag.
You got lag. Anyway, along with this, there are 2 white agate tubes that you can see there. And then there are 4 abalone shell ovals, which we've been trying to find these for years. And they finally, one of our vendors popped up.
So
You can flip them over. There are 4 emerald tube links, which these have... They're a tube with a link that's already got the loops at each end.
these are a general
6.
genuine emerald links on here, but they're not A grade.
No,
they're just
no, or a gemstone
beautiful
grade.
emerald links.
Okay, you've got 6 malachite rectangles, which there they are. They're just small. They're what, 12 by 8, but they're an A grade. There are 8 opalite flat ovals. There are 8 malachite tubes, little tubes there, and then 14 green agate briolette drops, which are just little tiny drops. You can see one right there. There are 8 by 6s, and then 12 green banded agate fauceted rondelles, which you can see kind of scattered throughout my hand. The bidding is long over. Sorry about that.
Ellen won that for 90.
Okay, Ellen. All right, that was the last stone. We will be sending out invoices. Debbie in the past has sent out an email, and this time we thought we'll just send you out the PayPal invoices. If you have any questions or if there's a concern or something doesn't look right, just email us.
You know, in the past, we have offered free shipping when the bidding has been this good, but we decided that there might be a better way to do it to make it more uniform. So instead, what I'm going to do is offer a 15% discount on all of the invoices. You'll see it on your invoice. For those of you that bought or won more auctions, that's going to be a lot more than a $6 shipping fee.
If you're in the U.S.,
Yeah,
yes.
if you're in the U.S. So
If you're in, I don't know if we had any Canadian bidders today,
yeah,
but
we did have a couple.
did we? I'm sorry, but it's like $23 for the shipping, but that's the way it is.
But we are offering a 15% discount on your invoices. You'll see it when you get them. Please email us if you have never received a Gemstone Orphan before, so that we have your email address and can get your physical address, so we can get your orphans to their new home.
Well, just the email address will be sufficient, because PayPal will ask for their address.
Oh, okay.
So we'll be fine, because we really would like to get these shipped out on Monday.
Yeah.
So that you get them as quickly as possible. Some of you would even get it probably before Thanksgiving.
And because we are a little bit later, give me until maybe 4 or 5 o'clock our time, which is Mountain Time, to get the invoices. If you don't see one by about 4 or 5, email me. Hopefully they'll be done.
our time. So, okay, well, thanks everybody. Again, if you can make comments even after we close this. I think the chat window will close down a little bit, but we appreciate you all and appreciate you supporting us in this way. Look forward to getting a video and or an email about what changes are happening next year. Hopefully most of you will be happy with it, because we just have too many people on the waiting list, and we would like to do something to help them out. So any final words, Debbie?
Just want
goodbye?
everybody to have an absolute wonderful Thanksgiving. Keep your ears and eyes open for the announcement of the new subscription program that'll be starting at the first of the year. There is a January box being planned for it, but it may not make it out right on the 1st. Might be just a little later.
It's not going out on the 1st.
And that's so.
And
more
the
auctions next year.
Naked babies on Monday.
Use your discount codes on them. If you didn't win an auction today, those naked babies are stones we would have put into auctions. So I think you'll find some you really love there.
And we'll be adding naked babies almost daily.
Yeah.
I mean, if it sells out, which may happen, I don't know, but I'll be adding them almost daily.
Yeah.
Except for maybe Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah,
I have to
always check back every few days.
I have to
There'll
cook.
probably be more new babies up there. So.
Yep. Anyway, everybody take care. Appreciate you coming. And I'm going to, I think, end this. So see you all in the future. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.